I saved a child. I won a war. God forgive me.
Hey, what's up? Took a little bit for us to get stuff straight now, but we're here. We made it. What's up, fellas?
Woo-hoo. Not much. How's it going?
Oh, I didn't sleep through this one. I'm here. So we had some brief technical difficulties, but I don't know if it's weird news or not, Josh, because I don't want to spend Changes is a big book. We'll wait a few minutes. I'll bring it up, but I can't find anything to support that one post. I don't know if you have or not, but obviously we're here with Nathan and Mr. Dan, who is on his phone because his computer hates him. But he sounds good, so no problem.
It's actually my fault that we're late this time, guys. So.
No. It's still my fault because I had the I forgot to put the intro in, so it's always my fault. Chaos is where we live here, but man.
Speaking of chaos, man, have you seen the Warhammer is actually progressing?
What do you mean? The movie? The show?
Yeah, the 40K. Yeah.
I'll have to look into it because I'm going to I am going to reserve my thoughts on how the 40K show is going to be after I see Highlander.
Yeah.
Because Highlander is Cavill's next big thing. If Highlander's any good, then I'll have more hope for 40K. Right now, I still have no hope for 40K.
Yeah, I don't have no hope because Henry's involved in it. So there's not no hope for it. But
right. You're gonna have female Astaris and it's gonna be like, what are you doing?
I started reading the Warhammer books. They're actually quite fascinating.
I know Corey started too, so like I may have there's a lot. I think that's the hardest part of that is finding where to enter, because there is a lot. There's a different opinion where you should start reading 40K, but that grimdark future. There's a lot. Like I've watched a bunch of lore videos and stuff. I got figures everywhere.
They're cool.
Mingo Junction, Ohio. Hey, how are you? What's up? I hope you didn't get caught up in any tornadoes. But yeah, so
she's actually way over on the east end of Ohio, so I don't know if she got hit with that stuff like we did or not.
Yeah, well, good. Avoid Tornado Alley. Dodge those tornadoes out there, right? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I may have to, between you and Corey, figure out where to start. I got enough reading to catch up on them. I just started Sun Eater 2, so we'll see if I can get through that. So I'm having a little trouble with Sun Eater. There's a lot of people that I don't recognize their names, and it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of shit. Like Sun Eater, it's like I'm beginning to think I'm too stupid for Sun Eater.
No. Jordan threw out 500 characters practically in his first book.
There's a ton. Yeah,
there is. It's a good start book, but the rest, I just finished the second one. It's fucking good.
Well, that's
I just started.
That's
so sorry.
The story starts.
Well, because like so not we can talk Sunday another time. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole because it's like it's like you start and it's just like I'm sitting there I powered through the first book. It's just like okay, well,
it's a massive prelude basically.
And then you start the second book and it's like he's coming out of fugue and it's just like. And he doesn't know where he is. And it's just like, and it's years later, and there's a new character he's smacking on a bridge with his armada. Now it's like, what? Like, did I miss something in between? So I don't know. I have the first Ilaria book downloaded as well. I have the first Malazan downloaded finally. I have a bunch of first books for series downloaded. So I gotta just start.
Steve, I will say this: if you think you're too stupid for Sun Eater.
Malazan's gonna kill me. Yeah,
Malazan's gonna fuck with your head. But the first book is pretty good, I think. I just read the second book beginning of the year.
Malazan,
really good.
But every time anybody says it's great. So and
it is good.
My ex-wife is reading it with her husband, and they say it's good. So she can she can understand. I should be okay, right? Wink. I doubt she ever watches these, but I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just kidding.
It's not about understanding.
I am kidding. Sorry, guys.
There's a lot in Malazan. It's good though. I've read up to Memory of the Vice. I can book 3 is the best one.
Well, I think some of these books where they throw a lot of information at you real quick. I think sometimes it's just about powering through and just like getting to where it all sort of starts going. Okay, I see where it's all getting glued together, and then
that's where you're at with Sun Eater, man, because the story's only just started. The first book is literally the whole thing is just like one of Robert Jordan's preludes, right, to his chapters. But just imagine that the whole book. That's one.
So I figure I'm gonna probably finish Sun Eater. I'm gonna probably do Codex after that. Somewhere. So I had like 2 Robin Hobb books downloaded somewhere. I don't know where those came. I don't know if they were like buy 2 get 1 free or something. I don't know. I got the first 2 in the Assassin
amazing books.
So I got a bunch of reading I need to do, so I can start reading and painting Warhammer instead of listening to Warhammer. I guess I don't know, but
it's actually with Sun Eater and with Malazan, I think the nice thing about those authors is they don't hold your hand. They throw you into the thick of it, and they trust you to be able to pick up things, whether that's 500 pages down the line or whether that's right away.
So I just so Josh, since you have found it, we'll talk about it briefly, just because I don't know what to make of it, and it's more like I'm curious if anybody else has heard anything. But Josh found a Facebook post that looks to be from a genuine Jim Butcher Facebook account. I couldn't find it. I couldn't. It's a very in-depth fake account. If it's a fake, let's just say that it's a very believable Jim Butcher Facebook account. And in one of there's a few red flags though, Josh, that make me wonder if this is just weird, because it's one, it seems to be in the fan group that has the TV show as its its image. It's using the TV show Dresden Files as its image for the fan group, which is a little bit weird. But basically there's a group chat, and this Jim Butcher account says he's recovering from open heart surgery. And some other, and then it sounds like he mistakes 12 months for Mirror. But it's just it doesn't, I don't know. And then I can't find anything else anywhere. Literally anywhere. I would do. Here, I'll bring it up, but it's just like I went to the group and everything, and it's like, so I'm beginning to think it's just a very elaborate fake, but I can't. This is in it's a Dresden Files fan group that was like, okay, well that's weird, but you see the Jim Butcher thing right here. And if you follow that, you go to his account, and it looks pretty genuine. It's linked to his wife and all that stuff too. But since this post where it says he's had open heart surgery, I can't find anything publicly anywhere to confirm this. So the main reason I'm bringing it up is if anybody comes across or finds out or has a definitive answer to whether he actually did have open heart surgery or not, because there's nothing on his Twitter, there's nothing on his actual website. There's nothing. So I don't know. I don't know this. I don't know. It's very weird. So it seems like it seems like it's. I don't know. It seems weird. It seems like I think it would be a much bigger. I know he's a private guy for the most part, but I think it would be much more. I
think that people would know
out there. And that's he's also scheduled to go to Dragon Con in a few weeks, which like if you just had open heart surgery, that would be pretty difficult. So I'm not sure. So if anybody gets any more news about that, my shelf, I need more bookshelves, Kelsey. But I need more Audible credits too, and I need more time to actually listen to these things. But whatever. I think sometimes it's more about making the choice to do it than to watch TV or something else. Just sit there and listen.
That's part of it. I haven't watched much TV at all.
Well, what I did the other day, what I did today to get through this, because I buy books to collect them. I don't really read them anymore just because I read too slow and because whatever. But like I was playing Dave the Diver and listening to changes, and I'm like, okay, this works. So it's like I gotta, sometimes I feel like sometimes listening to it's not enough. I'll start dozing off. I think that's just me personally. It has nothing to do with interest in it. But yeah, so if anybody hears about anything with Jim Butcher having any health issues, just let me know in the Discord. Because that was a very weird blip and I haven't heard anything else. So if you hear anything, let me know in the Discord or on X, just because I hope if he isn't sick, I hope he gets well very soon. We're looking forward to much more from Mr. Jim. So
yeah,
sorry, go ahead, Nate.
Oh yeah, no, I do the immersive reading where I have an audiobook with the book, because since I had that palsy a few years ago, my reading is just taken a ability has just slowed to a crawl. So like right now, I've got Count of Monte Cristo is my home book. My workbook is I'm in the third book of the.
My brother does the same thing. I can't do that. I can't do two books at once, but my brother does the same thing. It's just literally, Kelsey, that one mention in that one group, and it's the weirdest fucking thing. I wouldn't give it any credence. Maybe I wouldn't give it any credence at all. But I went back to I followed the account, like the Jim Butcher account, to his Facebook page. And it's hooked up to his wife. It shows that they're married and they both acknowledge it's married. You go to his wife's page, the wife's page. It's very active, but then there's a bunch of stuff posted on it that are very weird too. So it's like I think it could be just a very elaborate fake. I don't know.
Yeah, because she would have mentioned something.
I would think somebody would.
Other people would have just mentioned it around the news. And if he shows up at Dragon Con, you know that it didn't happen, because like my sister had open heart surgery a few years ago, and she was locked down from any sort of movement for a good while.
Where is Dragon Con this year, by the way? Atlanta.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, and he doesn't live close to Atlanta. I think he's in Colorado, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Someone a month off of heart surgery is not going to be allowed on a plane to go.
I could actually get there. Let's see. Is he still on here?
You can take your dress collection and have him sign them all. That'd be badass. I can send you my my retarded Rico skull, and you can wear it.
Yeah, he's still listed on here, so I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. He's the only person on here that I'd be interested in at all to see. It looks like, but all right, cool. So moving on. So changes.
Yes.
Changes. What a book. So changes. It's one of those things. Not only is it a major milestone in at least I think it's a major like turning point in the Dresden Files because of some of the stuff that happens. Stuff starts to escalate very quickly because of parts of the book. But I think the other big interesting part is when you start thinking about the upcoming show that they're about to do that's surrounding the Red Court. You could I looked at. It's funny when I was listening to this book, I was listening in a different sort of frame of mind because I'm like, okay, wow, this scene would make an awesome action set piece in a show, right? Unlike what we got in Hot D, but whatever. That's another retards on wings. That's what Hot D is. Retards on wings. That's sorry. Well, but take the wings out; they don't fly anymore. Whatever. Sorry, getting distracted. So like I went. What's that?
You?
Yeah, I know, right? Chaos. Yeah. So when I was listening to this, I was like, sort of like, okay, I could definitely see where this is like a third or fourth season of television, and it's wrapping everything up nicely in a bow, and then gives them a good place to stop if they really wanted to, or just sort of have a shocking end and then move on to a new like look for the rest of for a new season television, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do.
So yeah, so I think we can talk about that too if we want, but I think I'm looking forward to the show. I hope it does actually. I mean, it's going right for sure, right? As far as there's the Dresden show.
As far as I know, I mean, he was talking about it. Like, I mean, they've written the pilot, so I mean, I don't know if that is the first step that you take before you present it to somebody to pick it up, because I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
It sounded like they were a green light when we were interviewing them.
Yeah, it did.
So I'm going to just run with that and say yeah.
So I'm looking. I think it was a good. I think it's a good plan if that's what they're doing. Just Red Court, work through the Red Court books, and then they can double back. But yeah, so I guess because I know what was it? I think it was. I think you use Thomas is that you can use Thomas as a springboard for that, but I guess I also forgot how changes ends. So it could be very interesting if they do the whole Red Court story and then where they go from there if they continue. But I think four seasons of solid Red Court fuckery for Dresden. I don't know if it would be 4 seasons though. I don't know. But it's definitely a good 3, you think?
Yeah, because they've got three Red Court books.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, start with Bianca and it's like the Susan arc.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. So yeah, so I get this book. I got through this so fast, and it was like I don't know if it was just like because
2 days.
I would have I was gonna say it was because we were doing this, but it wasn't. It just it just goes.
Yeah, it's right away. It's just like the previous book when Duncan, right? Was that his name? Shit. Shows up at his door.
Oh god, you're talking about his plane, the plane guy?
No, the warden who hates him.
Morgan,
thank you. Good freaking grief. My brain does not work. Yeah, mm-hmm. Morgan shows up at his door right in the first paragraph, and then here it's a phone call from Susan saying they've got our daughter. you know. And he's like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Our daughter? What do you mean our daughter? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. And then he's like, okay. And she's like, we're landing soon or something like that. And then he goes to Max for a drink, and Mac knows he's bothered, and so he unloads on Mac, and Mac basically has the biggest lines that he's ever had in the book series, and he's just warns him, this is going to go down a dark path.
Mm-hmm.
I'm warning you.
Well, and it's funny because Harry has that reaction, like, I don't know that I ever heard you say that many words, Mac. Like,
right? Yeah.
Any words?
Yeah. Steak sandwich. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's it's I mean, and hell, I mean, the woman you loved calls and says you guys have a daughter, and the last time you did anything together was in which book
years.
was it? Yeah, it was book 6. Shit, well, I'm drawing a blank. Along with everything else. In any case, so it's been like 6 or 7 books since, so that's 6 or 7 years, and all of a sudden now you have a daughter.
Blood rights, is that it? Blood rights?
I think.
Yeah, I think so. That seems right.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, not important. But it's again, Butcher does a good job because you've almost forgot about Susan at this point. Susan's been out of the picture for long enough that you're almost like, oh wow, Susan's back. Now I was a little pissed.
When was the last time we saw her, Steve? When was the last time Susan?
Well, I think it was book 6. I think Blood Rights is. Blood Rights is when he turns, right?
Radiant says 5.
So when did she turn to the? Well, no, she turns to the Red Court, and then she gets bit. Then she has the one where she comes back. Oh man.
So is that?
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Let's see. So Stormfront, Grave Peril, Death Mask, and Change. So Death Mask. So it would have been book 5. So yeah.
Okay.
So we haven't seen Susan since book fucking 5. Holy.
So 7 books. Yeah. So she's
7 books. So
the baby's 6 years old at this point. Or just turning 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the ending hurt as bad as the Blue Beetle incident. We'll get there. Yeah, the Blue Beetle incident was crushing. But yeah, sorry.
No problem.
But it's a very, I don't know, the way the book starts is very, I don't know, it's very different because it's just like immediate, like we get right into it. And it's like shocking reveal, Harry, your father, and he's like, "What?" And you're almost as stunned as him because it's just dropped out of nowhere. It's just like, "Hey, ring, your father, Harry." We're like, "What?" Yeah. And he's like, "What?" And he almost doesn't know how to react. He goes and talks to Mac,
right?
And then isn't it when he comes home, she's there? No,
basically, like he comes home, he goes to clean the apartment, which kicks off a running joke. For a lot of books, so all the girls that stop by are like, "Did you clean the place?" And she shows up with Martin. Harry leaves him outside.
Which is really funny.
Fucking Martin.
It is.
Martin.
He fucking keeps up the Martin hate, which is so funny.
Martin. Martin. When we get there too, Martin. Holy fuck!
Jeez.
Like, talk about being turned on your head 3 times in 5 minutes. Like, it's like, what is happening? Right? Sorry, we'll get there. Sorry.
Yeah. So, and so when she gets there, he's fucking pissed off at her because he should be, and she's like, "No, I had to give her a stable house. I couldn't let her know about you. She's not even staying with me." And he's like, "Okay, well, we're gonna get her."
Well, I did. Well, that's part of what I love about a big part of is Harry's reaction to all that is very natural. His first response is very angrily to the woman that he loves, and it's probably going through all kinds of motions. Is how is that going, bitch? So you've done all this stuff to keep her out of harm. That's going real well, isn't it? She's in the worst place possible.
Fuck all.
Right. So yeah. So but
yeah, and so that they inform him that they need to get some files from his office, and so they go there, and on the way over they say, oh, by the way, your office building's owned by the Red Court, and they've wired the place, so we're gonna go and we need to get in and get out because they'll probably blow it. And so they make Harry stay in the car while they go in, and then Harry,
because of the computers and stuff, electrical, has to be sneaky. He's already pissed off too, so like, not for Harry to feel shit. It can potentially blow up.
Yeah, so he veils himself, and because he sees the Red Court actually head into the building, and so he's like, okay, I was pissed off before, but now I'm also more pissed off because these fuckers are going in. So he follows them in, and he starts just fucking cooking these guys. In there. It's awesome.
they're in there trying to get stuff off computers, so that's why he stays back. But then you got the Red Court people trying to get in his back, and he soul fires the shit out of and it's and then his office building burns to a crisp, which is sort of a like Fadian just said, aptly titled book. Yeah, his work office destroyed, gone.
Yep.
Which is sort of a running theme for this whole book.
yeah, it truly is.
Yep.
Like everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they still get the data disk that they need before they get out. And then so they get back to the apartment, and Murphy shows up. The joke about, oh, your place is clean. But she also kind of says, hey, you heard anything about your office building going up in flames? They're going to come and investigate you. And Harry's like, I don't have time for this. I've got a window here that I cannot get slowed down on. And she's like, all right, I'm on board. So here we go. Murphy, once again, ride or die, because she's number one, Al Dan.
Uh-oh.
Bullshit. The only problem with this book, it's lacking significant Lara. The only way it could be better.
So, and I get quite pissed at Harry here. I think it's soon, because Harry pissed me off because Molly shows up and at some point here soon, and is like, "Hey, why don't we go get my dad?" And I'm like, "Yes, let's get some Michael Carpenter going." And he's like, "Nah." It's like, "Fuck you, Harry. Come on. Go get the fist of God. You're about to go kill a bunch of devils. Come on, man. Go get him." It's like, no.
Because
not quite yet.
Michael would have showed up and he would have been there for him, and then he would have been killed.
Probably, yeah. Great restraint, I thought, not bringing Michael into this fight. Mm-hmm. So he has his day to shine later. So that's good. But the drop of Mike, you got the drop of Michael, and well, Laura's mentioned too by Thomas at some point too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I wanted my Michael Carpenter fix, but was cut short.
To be later.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. So yeah. So
Molly shows up in the morning. She obviously says she's in. So they head to Edinburgh through the.
That's right.
Through the Never Never.
Oh, yes.
Which when they get there, there's nobody around, and so his hairs are standing on end, and everybody's at the senior council meeting. So it's like everybody, and they're there because the Red Court has sued for peace, and so they sent an ambassador into fucking Edinburgh to. That nothing can go wrong here.
Well, not just an ambassador either, right?
Right.
What the hell?
Which the interweaving of the plot deepens because you don't really, was it the Red King that sent her, or was it what's her name? Oh shoot, who was what's the ambassador's name? The second in command for the Red Court.
Oh God, dead bitch.
She is.
I want to say Bianca, but I know that's wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not Bianca. That's the only name that was sticking in my head.
I don't know why it's not sticking in my head. Ariana, is that it? Yeah.
We're talking about Ortega's wife.
Ortega's wife is or Ariana, right? Is that it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. Driving me crazy now.
Yep. So they head to the main hall where the meeting's going on, and the whole time Molly's just kind of getting him to calm down because Harry's just like about to fly off the handle, because this is the nice edge that Harry's walking the entire fucking book. So she gets him to calm down. Well, they get there, and the senior council member Christos is up there, and he's speaking about meeting with the Red Court King, and he says he welcomes peace with the ambassador, and then she starts speaking, and it takes about 10 seconds before Harry interrupts and challenges her to a duel under the ceiling.
What a tense scene too, because at some point you think Harry's just gonna let fly. Mm-hmm. What's up, Zach? Sam, or should I just start calling you Killer Sam? No, fuck it, Sam forever. Changes is my favorite Dresden book, and that is a very good choice, my friend. It is a great book.
It's most people's favorite book, but you know what? It's not mine anymore. I've decided.
It's very, very good, and it's a very smart and easy choice for the television show if they're actually doing it. I think.
Yeah, except as we talked. I know, but as we talked about though, like it is a good choice, but like they can't just do this book.
Well,
it has to be like the last season.
well, yes, 100%. But also that was the other thing. I know maybe we'll talk about it if we have time when we're done. But also they have to be careful not to make it Dresden Files seem like a vampire fucking show. They need to keep it hairy and not like another fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Or... Yeah, because yes, there are vampires in it, but that is not. You know what I mean? So I think that's the challenge. But we'll see. We'll see. So what's up, Zax? Yes, Ariana. I don't know why I couldn't find Ariana's name, but yeah, there it is. 140 pages in the codex. Yeah, I'm gonna start book 6. Oh shit, I'm way behind. Yeah, I gotta get.
Is he in book 6? Wow.
I gotta get moving on.
So
that,
Harry. But... Yeah. So Harry interrupts, and basically the back and forth between the two of them, they're both trying to antagonize each other into first action.
He doesn't, but like the way that he enters the building as well, right? Like he gets there and the meeting's already in session when Harry gets there. Yeah. So like Ariana is like playing 4D chess. She's arrived ahead of him. Harry enters the hall. He once he finds out that the session's in place, and that Ariana's there as the only guest or whatever to talk about peace. Enters the hall. Massive boom of the doors closing behind him. And all the heads turn to look at Harry. Harry's like, "Give me the child."
Yep. Well, it's great. He waits for that silence and then lets the door slam, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that like how Jim sets his scenes, like for these moments, like you're saying, Steve, it's a real tense. We've got this real tense interplay happening here between all these different factions, and it's not just like Harry's personal fight with Ariana. It's the whole war with the Red Court and all these sorts of things, right? This like tenuous peace that we've got, and it's just the way that Jim sets the scene right here, and you just know that something really important is about to happen. You're not 100% sure what it is, but you know it's going to be really important.
Yeah.
Well, and then hold on real quick. I want to answer this for Sam. So, Sam, I think there's a few reasons. One, I think you have a pretty good, easy through line for non-Dresden people to follow with the Red Court stories. I think it's a very, very start here, easy through line. You go from 3, or well, you go from book 3, maybe mix in some Stormfront stuff with Harry and Susan getting to know each other in an earlier season, but then you do the Grave Peril stuff, then you do the Death Mask stuff. Death Mask, right? Right?
Yeah.
Book 5.
Which one's the one with Nick? Which one's the one with Nick in it?
Nick is
Blood Rights.
Yeah, I don't.
That Blood Rights is the Turin, Shroud of Turin.
Is it?
Yeah, okay. Pretty sure.
But so I think it's an easier through line for non-Dresden people to sort of grab onto, I think. And it's a good through line. It's a very simple story within a story to write. Honestly, there's a lot of great scenes and stuff in that Red Cloak story, and it has a definitive end. So if they wanted to, they could have Harry do what he does at the end of this book and show over. Like they could, right? Hopefully that's not what happens, but they could do that.
They could do that, yeah.
2, Stormfront is widely seen as either the worst or the second worst book in the series. Even though it's not like that's not saying it's bad. It's good. Like all the books are very enjoyable, but Full Moon and Stormfront are widely seen as the lowest on the tier of the Dresden Files.
Mm-hmm. Which is bullshit.
But I mean they're all good, so whatever. But I think it's more that you have a clear through line and a stopping point if you need to stop after 3 seasons, and you have a complete season without any mess. And if you end the book where it changes, or if you end the show where it changes completes and they can do more, well, they can, there's no reason they can't start the Stormfront arc there.
There's no reason that they can't do like this and then have like you can have like case files of Dresden, like go back to like prequel stuff or whatever.
I'm close to starting it. I have it downloaded. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not Sam. Thanks for the $2. I have it downloaded. It's coming soon. So yeah. And yeah, you're right. You could do Stormfront as almost like flashbacks or something, or a real quick recap to just get an idea who Harry is. You can have you could do a quick exactly.
If it's successful, right? So like it makes sense. Like I agree with you, Steve. Like it does make sense to do, because this is a meaty story within the story that you can really take into.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and if it for some reason it needs to end, it can end end with a big climax and victory, right? So
yeah. You don't end up with the same problem that the Wheel of Time show had, right? Where you finish just as the story's getting started.
Well,
because the show sucked. Right? So they cancel it.
Exactly, right? True. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's just good and they never cancel it and we get all of the books. That's my hope for Dresden. So, but but I wanted to say something real quick. You said Ariana is playing 4D chess. So what is the Merlin playing? Because the Merlin knows exactly what she's doing, which I thought was actually very cool. That the Merlin surprised Dresden and comes in like. It's like, Dresden, you buffoon. He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, do you think we trust that bitch? Come on. Come on, Harry.
He's playing 10D chess. He's trying to bait her into, he wants her to do the thing. He wants her to do the thing.
They want the attack so they can wipe them the fuck out. They even say it. Yep.
Which sets up the end of this book, really. Like we're foreshadowing the end of the book right here. The Merlin's like, this is what I want to happen. And
that's an act. Yeah. I think the foreshadowing was brilliant because I forgot that the Merlin says straight up, we want to wipe them fucking out. We want to exterminate them all. We want them all. We're done. We want them gone. Yeah. And it's brilliant foreshadowing to the end of this book.
It is.
Yep. Yeah. And it's funny because they go, Lucio comes in,
that's your fault, Christopher. Come on, man. Sorry.
And they go to what they call the worry room.
The worry room, yes.
For the wardens. And so
apparently every time Harry comes, that's when everyone uses right. Every time Harry turns up in Edinburgh.
She's like, hey man, do you know how many hours we've been here talking Morgan in here talking shit about you, Harry?
Yeah. Dude. I imagine at the end of the last book they had an entire warden meeting without Harry in the worry room. Right? And so Lucio's in there talking with him in the worry room, and she clues into the fact that it's Harry's daughter, so she's now the only one that knows outside of the core people of the book, obviously, in this particular book, that that the girl is his daughter, and she's like, you need to keep that a secret. You cannot tell anybody.
Lucio,
yeah. But she's going to work in Edinburgh, and then this is when the Merlin shows up, and that's when, like what you were saying, he's like, this is a charade. This is a Trojan horse operation we're doing here, and
Christos doesn't know. Too,
Christos, so it is brought up later. Christos is either Black Council or an idiot, and an idiot might be worse than being Black Council. Is I think the quote, right?
Yeah.
Kelsey. So, oh God, I think he's talking to Ebenezer about that.
Yeah, it might be Ebenezer. Yeah. He's definitely. It is Ebenezer. Yeah.
So Kelsey, I part of this was once we're done reading all three through the rest of the series, I was going to watch the show for lulls. We're talking about apparently when we talked to Jim and did the interview, and we've heard some rumors flying around. It seems like they're doing a Red Court vampire show for Dresden Files. I wasn't sure if you're aware of that or not, but I haven't got a chance to watch the show that released yet, so that's part of what I plan on doing when we finally get through everything here. But
I'm gonna enjoy watching that too. I've only watched the first episode, but
I'm just fucking with you, man. All right, you know that, right? So thanks for being here, buddy. Good to see you. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, quit your job. Who needs a job? Shit.
I'll just be at my job all fucking night. Oh well.
Right. Well, speaking of which, we probably ought to get moving on this.
No, we're doing good.
Sure.
No, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So Merlin tells Harry he needs to back the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And Harry says no.
Yeah.
It's like Harry, with Merlin, he's never really had any give a shits, but he just straight up doesn't have any time for it here. So
the amount of times he's told to let it go and let the child die in this book, it's many, many times he's told to let her die. And it's actually another one of those things. I think it's also a tremendous amount of restraint again, that they don't just have Harry blurting out to certain people, it's my fucking daughter, I'm never going to let it go. He holds on that. Anybody.
He doesn't tell anyone, but except for bloody Lucio. And Ebenezer eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not at first. Even Ebenezer's like, you need to let it go, and Harry's
mm-hmm.
The thing with Ebenezer, that didn't happen until the limo ride. So
till the speaking stone thing, which is really cool, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but you'd think that someone would have figured it out. Right? You'd think that you wouldn't need to be too intelligent to work out. Well, there has to be some kind of a connection.
Maybe, but I mean, Harry's acted erratically about saving people's lives quite often. They may just be like, well, Harry's doing a Harry again. He won't let the little guy die, even though they should, right? Or you know what I mean? The way they think.
Well, I do know what you mean.
He and Susan haven't been a thing for 10 years at this point. So I mean, she showed up briefly, which I don't know how many people really knew that she showed up for that bit of time. So I mean, it wasn't. This whole thing is, why would Susan be?
I think I agree with that. It's like sort of both. Like it's like, why is he so attached to this one child, right? So it's like you know what I mean.
Mistakes.
Yeah, it's like Harry acts erratically when it comes to saving lives. Sometimes he's very hard nosed, but it's like this time, you can tell it's like there's something else going on here, right? So
Yep.
Yeah, you would.
So
Lucio just has to look at him to work it out, right? So
yep, Lucio's the only one that works it out. But just looking at him, she's like, "Holy!" Right? So big, gives you an idea how. Gives you an idea. Just there, it gives you some idea of what type of person Lucio is too. Just that little scene.
Yeah, true. She went up. Yeah.
Yep. How in tune she is with stuff around her. How observant she is. She's the only one that figured it out just from talking to Harry briefly. She figured it out.
Yeah.
Only one.
And immediately makes the decision that makes her go from Lucio's a character to Lucio's a real one.
Yeah. Lucio. Don't tell anybody. I got you. But
yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
So they're back at Martin and Susan took the time. They have the file. They got multiple pictures of these ritual items that were taken as part of the Redport inventory. And so they don't have really anything conclusive outside of the fact that all of these items were mailed the same day as the abduction. And so Molly gives the suggestion that they go and talk with Fort Hill to try and get some bearings on that. So,
well, I think that first, this is where she mentions her father first, and Harry's like, no.
Yep.
She's like, we could go to my father, and he's like, nope. God says he's done enough. He gets to be happy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Basically, that Harry, Harry. Basically, he's like, it's nice hearing Harry's thoughts, telling us that there's probably an angel camped out on top of House Carpenter, protecting him because of the service he's rendered to God. Right.
Yeah.
And him just being like, nope. God says he's retired. He's retired. Your father's out. Right. Yep. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's also because Harry's like, he's thinking like the last time Michael was hanging out of a helicopter, like bullets in him. No, I'm not doing it.
PTSD, PTSD for his friend there, 100%.
Because he's already thinking like we're not going to survive. He's already thinking, I don't know how we're going to survive this, right? So
right. Yep. So before they head out, he goes down to talk with Bob. And Bob really can't discern much, except that this is it's a trigger for like a something that requires a human sacrifice of innocent blood. And so now Harry's starting to get blood boiling again some more. And then Murphy leaves a message that Harry's late to pick up. And she's like, you need to get the hell out of there. The FBI is coming to take you into interrogation over the explosion at the office. And they also have a warrant for the apartment. And so she's like, call me. And then she also says, be careful with Susan. I don't think she's being as forthcoming as she should be with this whole thing. So
yep. Yeah.
The door knock starts happening. The FBI's there, and he's like, fuck. So he's rushing around the sub basement,
grabbing everything.
Yep. And then he goes into the Never Never. And the Never Never entrance at his place.
The interplay between Bob and Harry there, because Bob's like, we should have done this. We should have tested, see what's on the other side, but you didn't want to.
That's right.
And Harry's like, I didn't want meanies knowing how to get into my house. And Bob's like, so what? The risk is better. And they're just like, and then they go to the other side and they fall into a thing of daisies.
Yeah.
And Bob's like, I told you, motherfucker.
Yep. Yep, and then in comes a giant centipede.
Yeah, and then it all goes tits up. It's like, ah!
Like, oh, of course there's something here, you know. And so he ends up dividing the centipede in half, but it heals itself, and so now he's got to fight two of them. It's like, oh, can this get any worse?
Well, so he hides the stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he buries the stuff. He hides them. He separates himself from the centipedes by creating a fire barrier, buries his stuff, and then he doesn't have any option.
He can't beat it, so he can't progress.
Yep.
So he can't leave the place. He has to go back.
Back into the apartment he goes, and but without all of his incriminating stuff.
Yeah, which includes like uranium dust and also it's interesting when he's going around collecting all his stuff, because he's like, got all this shit, and it's like, actually, what if the cops did find this? They probably would think he was like a
uranium dust.
Uranium dust.
Uranium dust. He'd be in deep shit. Yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Well, so he's got uranium dust. He's got all this weird shit and 2 fucking swords of Christ.
Yeah,
2 swords of the faith,
which are connected to a lot of killing around the area.
Yeah.
So he goes back into the apartment. He's immediately apprehended. And so we we rejoin them. He's in the station, and he's being interrogated by Agent Tilly and Rudolph.
Tilly's solid dude, by the way. Tilly's solid.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Tilly's solid. He's wary of Harry, but he's generally a solid guy. Rudolph is a cunt as always. And he gets nothing but worse as the series goes on.
It's hard. You hear Rudolph's name and you get, I got mad, but
I got mad too.
Yeah. He's right up there with like Umbridge from Harry Potter. You know,
he's not that bad. He's just such a dickhead.
Well, and then the result of it later.
Like he's seen so much stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know. Rudolph is kind of like
he's mentally fried.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe that he's like that retarded.
Yeah,
functionally.
He may be this. He may be in some ways because he's obviously a fucking tool for the enemy. You know, so he in a lot of ways he's kind of like what Elida is in Wheel of Time. Just
100%. Yep, I think that's a very good, very good pair. Just a dumb shit that thinks he's doing right, and he's being used to fucking forward evil's gains. Yep. I think that's an
particularly in this book. Like he's been paid by the Red Court.
Yeah,
specifically.
Yeah. Yep.
What up, Dempsey? How are you, buddy?
Sweet. Dempsey's in. We can now start talking about the book.
Yeah.
So Rudolph is getting a little bit too antagonistic, so Tilly kicks him out of the deposition room. And then this is kind of when he and Harry start kind of having some good brass tacks talks. You know, it's like, okay, you know, this stuff at the office, you know, I believe you when you say you didn't do it. You know, he's like, politicians and higher ups are after you, though. They're going to pin it on you because everything about this is there's dirty play going on. And during this whole discussion, Harry clues in that Tilly has at least a little bit of talent with magic, you know, that he's probably unaware of.
Human lie detector,
yeah, the lie detector thing. So, you know, he's able to sit there and say, you know, oh, gosh,
I just gotta say it. I don't like vampires. Why? Because they suck. Do I have a drum? Hold on. Do I have?
Oh no, dude.
No, I have bongos.
Drum roll.
Pretty good. Or that.
Yeah. So Harry leaves until he lets him go, and as he leaves, car rolls by and takes some shots at him with a silencer that his duster protects him, but no one reacts because it's a silenced weapon, and you know,
the guys are just like, "You drunk, buddy? Get up. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Let me help you up, old man." It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. And so Molly picks him up. They go back to his place. You know, and this is actually where she recommends her dad. And he's like, no, he's retired. Don't want to get him involved.
I was early. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
And then when they show up, though, they see that they walk in the door and Susan and Martin are cocooned in the apartment, and Harry's godmother is right there.
The Lananshi.
Yeah.
It's weird how much he's changed post mind raping from Mab.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, so did I catch
still
this right?
threatening, but not nearly as much.
Well, so I don't know if I caught this right or not, but she at some point she says she's more powerful post whatever happened with Mab. So did Mab like reward her for getting back in the line, or did I misunderstand that?
I think that's just a function of her having what we know later on to be right the outsider, like from influencing her, I think. So she would have like, you know, her full capability still. I think that's what that's saying.
kind of.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, she's now more submissive. Mab's more willing to allow her to use more power because she understands she's right. So she's beat her into a submission so much that she won't exceed her bounds.
Yeah.
So she tells him that she's actually been protecting him. That garden, was actually basically a.
I love that part. It's dog. Like, dumbass. It's of course I've been guarding you, dummy.
Yep. She says she will keep his equipment for safekeeping, and interestingly enough, this is the only thing that she's ever said to him, at least to this point, where it doesn't come with any strings attached. So she's going to hold that stuff for him, and he can ask for it back whenever.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Wait a minute, no tricks, huh? Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that." And he's like, "So you didn't." Nothing. I don't know you anything. She's like, that's part of my agreement with your mom. So she then gives him this gem that has a map of the ways, which is freaking awesome. And he accepts the gem, even though like the whole
from his mother,
the whole great power thing. What are the effects that this can have? The counter to that can be. What the fuck is that? Are we now the Knights of the Cross?
Apparently, I don't know. Dempsey sent it to me. There you go.
That's awesome.
We're geared up.
I like my official knight hat there.
You look actually very good. My head looks a little weird in there, but you actually fit. You and Dan fit in there pretty good.
Yeah, did you see that, Dan?
Great work.
Yeah, you got. I look a little goofy. You guys look like you fit.
I will say that's the thinnest I've looked in a long time. I look fit.
Yeah. All it took was some. Man, Dempsey created better armor than Rings of Power in 2 seconds. That's crazy.
Wow. So good. So good, my dog.
Oh, true enough.
Right, and your dog would poop it out.
Mm-hmm. She does.
Yes.
True.
So after he gets done with the discussion there with Leanne, Susan and Martin wake up, and Harry gives them some reconnaissance information. So in between
hang on. Yeah. Did we talk about like how Leah like has stuck into the roof?
Yeah,
or just cocooned them and like nothing, right?
Yeah. Yep. And she's like so happy with herself. She's clapping her hands.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Look what I did for you.
I will say she's fucking hilarious in this book.
She's great.
Yeah, she is, man.
Well, with like the hounds part, and she's like,
yeah, it's the same, exactly the same thing. She's like one of the real bouncy little fairy, it's interesting, right? Because we've always had, like she's almost a different character, right? Like
almost.
Now that she's herself, so there's like a delineation between like what she was before and what she's now.
You can tell there's a distinct difference. Like it's very distinct. This is like the first time we're actually seeing her.
Yes.
Her. Right? Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I guess there's I can now see why Harry's mother actually did business with her now.
Yeah.
The old one's like all she's trying to do is kill him. Like, well, I still want you as a hound, but whatever. Like, I'll let you go.
And that's also coupled with what she knows Mab wants out of Harry, too, though. So, because she knows now what that end game is, and because again she's been beaten down for several books at this point by Mab. She's been cowed into understanding. Oh, okay, we're looking long game here.
Yeah.
So they wake up. He gives them this reconnaissance information. So there's a big old white space in the chapter breaks there of Harry using the ways to go and map stuff out, and then comes back. They get up.
Yes. This is where they almost kill each other. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, here it's in Nevada. This is where everything got mailed, and so let's go. so they go.
Oh, but is this the part where where Susan is so happy that Harry's figured out where to go that she's
I think him? So.
Is this the part where she loses because she's so excited that he's got a lead that she screams out and jumps and hugs him and they start making out and almost kill each other?
No.
Is that later?
That's after he meets Thor.
Okay.
Or Odin.
Or no, Odin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry, jumping ahead again. My bad. What's up, Nick? Thanks for being here, buddy.
So they go. They invade the facility. They get some of the ceremonial things, and then they got out. And basically this is all, they understand that this thing, secrecy was not a concern for the Red Court with this whole thing. That they weren't concerned about that.
Well, we come to find that the reason for that is they're in the seat of their power. Anybody to challenge them there is fucking psycho. Which, well, hey, thank God, we got a group of psychos. Enter Harry. Yep, absolutely. Yep.
So, and then they find out, they shipped the stuff to Mexico, and so it's like, okay, so it went from where they bought all this stuff from into Nevada, and then Nevada to Mexico. Now where? They don't know that yet. Then Harry gets a letter from Lucio, from a guy that only she trusts, Steed. And then basically the White Council at the moment is in disarray. They can't help Harry / they will not help Harry. Half of them, I guess, are laid up sick in Edinburgh. So.
Yeah, the vampire plan is full ahead. Injun Joe is also sick, which is not good. Their best healer. I don't know, if, Kelsey. I'm not sure. I have an oddball question. Is there a side? I'm assuming this is supposed to be side equivalent. Oh, is it she or side?
Yep. The she. So the fairy.
To the Greek face. If so, would Leah have known Harry's life path? I have no idea, to be honest. That's whoop. I don't know. Maybe Nathan has a more nuanced answer.
I don't think it's the case, but again, it wouldn't put me. I wouldn't put it past Butcher to sit there and kind of do this kind of melding of things like that and making it part of that whole culture.
Well, I mean, there could be. I mean, Mab obviously knows Harry is very driven to have Harry be the Winter Knight, so. And it's very patient, so I don't know if that's just a power thing or a fate thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Don't know. So at this point now,
Prophet of the Dragon mug. Fuck yeah! I haven't looked. I need to update my merch site. It's been a while. What?
Put that on the Chiron there.
What's that?
Buy my shit, yo.
Oh, I need to make sure it's still. I don't even know if it's working. I don't want to pull the cord ring.
Oh, right. Hey, buy stuff off of Amazon using my link that will get me money. Despite anyway, it's Weasel. Not this stream.
Weasel.
So Harry then gets out this little stone, and then he calls McCoy. So it's this cool ass way for them to be able to basically have FaceTime without any technology. And McCoy is not terribly happy with Harry.
Nope, not at all.
And Harry's like, dude, okay, so the White Council isn't going to help. I need help from the Gray Council. We're going up against it big time to save this girl. And he's like, dude, forget about the girl. You've got responsibilities here. And he says, listen, yeah, we're having a meeting in Toronto at the Toronto Safe House. You're going to be there.
Yep.
And
Harry's like, yep, sure I am. Bye.
Yeah, right. So, then Harry contacts Ivy, but she can't help because, she's this is a realm of activity that she's not permitted to interfere.
I continue to love the Kincaid Ivy tandem. I think that I still really like that. I can't finding out more about Kincaid as the story goes on is going to be good too.
Right. It is going to be very interesting to see. Like,
fucking hellhound. Like, what does that mean? Is he is he a 3-headed dog? I don't know. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah. Man, is he a transmorphed version of Mouse?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, exactly. It's like, is he okay? Let's see what that means. Okay.
Yeah, so she can't help him, but she says, "You've got one option for assistance here. You're not going to like it, but you got to go to Marcone." Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Damn it, that sucks. I don't want to go to Marcone."
Well, so she doesn't say it that simply either. She's like, go to like the guy you fucking hate, and he's like, what does that mean? I hate a lot. Oh, okay, I got it. Like she gives him a riddle. He has to figure out.
Yeah, if she had said it directly, that would have been interference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she does go the long way around it. So he figures it out. He's got to go talk to Marcone. So they go and have a talk, and they have their typical back and forth. Yeah, and Marcone's like, I can't help you. I want to help you, but guard, his mail order
Valkyrie,
right? Comes in and says that her boss wants to meet Harry. And he's like, well, who's your boss? And she says, Donor Vatterong.
Like, uh-oh.
And he's like, okay. So they travel to Oslo. So Harry's just globetrotting.
Yeah, thank God he got this Waze stone. God damn.
Yeah. Yep. So introductions are made. And he knows, Vatterong knows that Maggie is his daughter. He doesn't know where she is currently, but he does know that she will be at Chichen Itza, which is a place of power. And so they kind of like this whole thing now. It's like, okay, this is the Red Court seat of power right here. All the ley lines for the Red Court center right here. So Harry's kind of like, oh shit. It's kind of like all the ley lines in Edinburgh sent around the White Council.
Yep.
So there's. Oh, I'm getting some flies here. So he knows now that this spell that they're using is death magic. And what it's going to do is when they use it, it's basically a nuclear warhead to bloodline.
Bloodline curse. Yep.
And so when they kill Maggie at Chichen Itza, the use of all of these artifacts is going to cause a chain reaction that kills off anybody that's related to her, which would be Harry. He thinks initially it's Susan, but we kind of find out that because she's sort of half vampire, that
she's protected. But he thinks it's him, Maggie, and Thomas, and that's the only three he clocks.
Yep. Yeah, and he doesn't want that, and so I mean, in typical Harry fashion, because he's working on a limited knowledge base here. He's like, okay, so this whole thing, is Ortega's way to get back at me for killing her husband, and which we find later not the case, but pretty interesting. So, and it tells you too, though, that the Red Court were very, very well informed about a lot of things that Harry had no clue about. But we don't find that out until the last chapter. So yeah, so this bloodline curse, he's like, that this is gonna be bad news. So he asks Vadarong for help. He can't. Vadarong says, "This is a mortal problem. This is not for gods like me, because this is Odin, and an Oslo, basically Midgard."
Yep.
So these cool little mythological involvements that Butcher puts in.
Very cool.
So much fun.
Absolutely.
And he offers Harry some food. Harry eats it. It's great. And then he heads back to his place. And this is where he lets everybody know she's going to be at Chichen Itza. And he and Susan lose themselves in the excitement of it. And Harry is reprimanded severely by Molly. And basically, this whole situation is very grim. But we got to figure options out. And so Harry then calls Murphy and says, I'll meet you at Max. And she says, okay, Rudolph is acting out of character, which, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, is today Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever? And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah. So it's Rudolph acting like Rudolph. But she says, I think he's taking instructions from somebody, and she says the hit, the gun, the drive-by shooting, she thinks that was actually meant for Rudolph to tie up loose ends. It wasn't meant for Harry.
Right.
So they agree to go talk to Rudolph.
Well, in the meantime, and then they have to wait for. This is where he calls Thomas for help, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's very funny back and forth, because they sit there. Molly and him are sitting there waiting under a veil, right? I think they're under a veil, but they're waiting, and Thomas just takes his sweet ass fucking time. And Harry's, when he gets there, he sort of lays it out there for him with the bloodline curse thing, and he's like, it's like, oh shit. He's like, that can kill me? He's like, yes. He's like, oh shit. Well, if I knew it wasn't regular bullshit, I would have been here sooner.
Yep. And this is actually the first time that we have an interaction between these two since the last time they had talked at the end of. Was it the end of Turncoat when he basically says, "I see everybody as meat"?
I think so.
Yeah. So
I don't remember. Yeah.
So it seems like things got smoothed over either off page or,
which is fine. I take it as sort of brotherly infighting to a different level with magic.
Yeah.
Demons involved.
It's that type of stuff where that kind of stuff makes sense to be done off page, because this is kind of monster of the week. Harry's worst weekend of the year books. Yeah. So that stuff would take some time. And
I mean, and Thomas is ultra complicated. So
yeah, he is. So they agree to go and talk with Rudolph, and Harry and Molly meet Thomas at Rudolph's house. As this is where he tells the bloodline curse that you mentioned. He's like, Thomas, you're an uncle. But he's like, I need you to go and scope out Red Court locations for information. But don't involve Lara yet.
Right.
So, and at this point, they find out that someone's breaking into Rudolph's house. And so Thomas and Mouse get there first.
Take the fuck off. Yeah.
Yep. And there's a beast there that this beast and Thomas are in a tussle, and they fly through the outer wall of the house, and then Mouse gets to it before it being flung as well. So kind of shit's hitting the fan action wise.
Calls it the ick, right?
Yes. Yeah, because this monster was kind of like, pretty wild.
Or it's like a what? I think it's like a giant it's like a vampire without the skin suit and been bigger, right?
I think so. Yeah, because it won't be the last time we see it.
Mm-hmm.
But so then Harry hits it with soul fire, and then Molly distracts it with
the one woman rave spell. Yep.
Yeah. And
then it fucks Harry up pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's for the most part incapacitated.
Yep. They tell him to just sit tight. We'll take care of this ship. You sit here.
And so then Thomas and Harry Mouse re-engage the thing, and it goes way off into the woods, I think, or something. And so now Harry's by himself, and there's somebody else approaching from the house, and it's the Ebes, who were just mentioned in previous chapters by Susan and Martin, that they think that they're involved somehow. And these are just basically contractors that are working for the Red Court.
Well, they're still Red Court though. They're still vampires.
I think so. Yeah, they're kind of like the assassins.
Yeah, they're the hit squad. They're a team. Yeah. Yep.
Which why the Red Court would need a hit squad, I don't know, but it's fine. It still works. And they take Harry into the woods, and then they're basically trying to get Harry to stop Ariana's plans.
Yeah, they basically sit there and trying to convince Harry to kill himself.
Okay, yeah.
Because if he dies, then she has no reason to, which turns out to be completely incorrect, but we don't find that out till later. There's much more. There's much more at play than just Harry. Like that, I think that's the coolest part. One of the cooler parts of this book is you think all of this is just about Harry, and it's not.
It's
actually not about Harry at all.
Right.
It's not about Harry at all. It's like, wait a second. So we'll get there.
Which is why the informants for the Red Court are very good.
Harry,
very, very good.
Harry is a bonus. That's it.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So he makes the conversation. He drags out the conversation, and this is the funny part where one of the Ebes sees Mouse, and she's like, he's cheating. He's got a demon of his own, and we're like, huh? We're like, what? And Mouse is just glowing and fucking up shit and glowing and being fucking awesome.
What I miss? Sorry, boys.
We're just talking about the Ebes and the Ick.
Oh, okay, cool.
The first encounter. The first.
He bought his own demon.
Yeah, he bought his own demon. He's cheating.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. Look, we get some good lore drops here on Mouse, don't we? Like we start.
Dude, there's a lot of Mouse shit in this book. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. So Mouse comes back, chases the Ebes away, because apparently he had beaten the beast, at least what they're thinking. And they find out Rudolph had not been killed in the house, which was good. But they do see that the Blue Beetle had been destroyed along with Thomas's car. So
Blue Beetle
did have some fun.
Harry is much more sad about the Blue Beetle being dead than Thomas. Just doesn't give a shit. He's just like, well, another car. Laura's gonna be pissed. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yep. So back at Harry's, there's an incident. Molly accidentally engages Thomas with the soul gaze.
Hang on. But Harry's like half unconscious, right?
Say that again.
Harry's sick.
Harry's fucked up. Yeah, he's half unconscious. Yeah, he's very fucked up.
Right up, and he's hardly conscious, and he comes to, and they are. Well, he sort of comes to, but he can't speak, right?
Yeah, he's there, and Mouse ends up like doesn't Mouse end up waking him up or something because Harry's out completely fucked up and out of it.
Well, no, he's kind of coming. Mouse separates Molly and Thomas.
Well, but yeah, so what Harry's coming to, and he sees that Thomas and Molly are just fucking intertwined.
Well, right? Molly jumps him. It's Molly. This is Molly's fault, by the way.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
She's a dumbass. What a fucking idiot. Like, how spastic would you have to be?
Right.
Anyway.
No, this one's definitely Molly's. This one's on Molly, 100%. Like, she felt sorry for him, fine, but it's like you fucking just put a big giant steak in front of a bear.
Right.
Not only that though, but she knows how much Thomas hates this about himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, especially after the situation at the end of the Turncoat in the shack. You know, she should know better than to do this.
Yeah, that was just last 100%. Book.
Yeah.
That was just last book. So it's so stupid.
She should know better.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I think it's stupid, but I don't think it's stupid, but I think it's in Molly's character. I think so. I think she's just acting dumb, but I believe Molly would do that, right?
Well, and it played out of her, but it got played out of the soul gaze with her sympathies. The soul gaze was accidental, and then the emotional side of her got caught up in the soul gaze, and that kind of took over.
I mean, she's made a lot of bad decisions because of her feelings. You got to remember. So,
yep,
this is just another one on the stack.
True. Well, she should know better than to. I think that when
she should know better, though. Yeah,
she should know better than to soul gaze in the first place.
Yes. Yeah, very much.
And yet, sure, it was an accident, but it was an accident that she allowed to happen as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep. Yeah, and Harry lets her know that afterwards. I mean,
he does, which is good. But it's interesting how Harry handles this too. Like because Mouse grabs Thomas by the throat to stop him. Which, you know, and I felt so bad. It's funny. It's weird feeling like bad for the fucking vampire, right? But,
yeah, I felt bad for Thomas. Yeah, 100%. Thomas is like he's a constant fight, and you know that. I mean, it's a very interesting scene, the whole thing, because you're sitting there going, Molly, you fucking moron, and then you hear her saying everything you know about Thomas, but he doesn't fucking show. Like, he's just fucking fighting every day. He's lonely. Yeah. He's fucking just, and she's just voicing all that shit. It's like, what? Stop, Molly. What the fuck? It's like, we know all this shit. Thomas is in a constant battle, and then she's just like, here, fucking have me. And it's like, of course. It's like, come on, like, right? And it's just like, and then of course, Harry acts exactly how you expect Harry to act, but he doesn't let her off the hook.
He doesn't like. He doesn't have any understanding of Thomas either, which
he hasn't. They haven't had the sprint to the car scene yet, right? We have the benefit of having that scene where Harry, like, later books where Harry's like, I don't understand this hunger in you, and then they do the sprinting thing, and Harry goes to get the water, and he hits it away and goes, "That's how I feel every minute of every day." And he's like, "Oh, so we've read it, so we remember that scene." We haven't had that interaction yet, so Harry still doesn't understand the hunger in Thomas at all.
No, we've had that section.
Well, a little bit, but not to the level.
But like, so Harry's prepared to go into bat for Thomas in like every situation.
Yeah,
right? Because he's his brother, and he knows him enough to know that he doesn't want to be what he is. Right? Like, he knows that he soul gazed Thomas as well.
Yeah, true.
Let's not forget, right? So so he knows. So that and that's why, like, I'm not surprised. It doesn't surprise me, but I don't like it. I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like I would be more understanding, to be frank. Like, especially like if you're Harry Dresden and you've soul gazed your brother and you've seen him for what he truly is, what he really is, right? So you know damn well that this is the last thing in the world that he wants. is to give into his hunger with Harry's apprentice, who they've been working together and he has affection for, right? As a friend or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that's
but
the last thing in the world that he wants, and he got put in a situation where he had no control, and Harry should know that that's.
Well, but you also got to, and I think maybe you might be right in a normal situation, but Harry is fucked up at this point. He's fucked up completely, and he wakes up to this. So you don't even know if he sort of catches them doing the soul gaze, but he's completely fucking out of it, and he's just like, I don't want to, can't fucking deal with this shit too. Like, Jesus Christ, the both of you, what the fuck, right? And you know, that leads to, you know, so I get what you're saying. I think if Harry wasn't completely beaten, like if he walked in the door from shopping and they were doing, it's like, what is happening? You know what I mean? But like, so I agree with you at that point.
But like when he tells Thomas to get out,
he lays into Thomas pretty good, and
he's like, get out, just you can't be here, get out. And maybe it's the way. It could also be the way that Masters performed it, right? Like, it may not read the same if you read it on the page, but like the way Masters performed it is like, get out, like.
It's rage from Harry that and he puts a lot of blame on Thomas for it when it's completely Molly's fault.
Warranted. Yeah,
I think the get out thing is just like, I can't deal with this right now, and you can't be here right now. You got to go.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things that the aggression comes out because the action that he needs Thomas to take is the next necessary thing. So he just goes full aggressive in that direction to achieve that end of it. You know, knowing that it's not his fault. You know, and he's going to round on Molly. As you know, after this, you know, but it's like, you need to get the fuck out, period. You know, it's you know, he's also not going to have that because of his mindset. He's not going to have that addendum like, I know you didn't do anything wrong, but get the fuck out.
I agree. He didn't say that, but you're right. He was pretty harsh on Thomas, but I think it was just to get the action. Like, I need you out of here. And Harry isn't giving two fucks right now. It's like, I can't fucking deal with you two. Get the fuck out. Molly, get in the corner. Stupid bitch. It's like, right? It's like, I can't move. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
But I agree. I think I agree with you. He was pretty rough on Thomas, and I don't think it was really his fault at all.
No. So at this point, Harry and Thomas leaves. Harry and Molly and Mouse, they get ready to head over to St. Mary's, but as they are leaving, in comes a Molotov cocktail thrown at the building, and we get a big old fire going on now at Harry's residence. So the office was destroyed. Now the house is getting destroyed.
Yep. And first thing, good old Harry, first thought is, my fucking neighbors are gonna die.
Yep.
Yep.
It's classic Harry. There are other people to save at the expense of my own, and even then too, even at the expense of my daughter. You know, these people are in immediate need. So he makes his way up to get his landlady out of her apartment, and so they head out the back of the building. And then at that point, Harry also realizes that the Willoughbys, who live up in the top apartment, are also there, and so they need to get them out. So he heads up a ladder. He gets this ladder, props it up, heads up there.
Sketchy, very sketchy. Yeah, all very sketchy. Not safe at all. Like,
he's already cooked when this happens.
Yeah, he's already like turned on like 18th gear. It's like, I'm in fuel reserve number 8. Like, I am beyond the bottom of the tank.
Yeah, after the fight with the Ick, which should have killed him as well, mind you, right?
Yeah.
He should
Absolutely.
That should have done what the ladder does.
Yeah. So then, as he's making his way up there, breaks through the window, says, "Hey, come on!" You know, they're still in the house, and then all of a sudden, a propane tank that's at the base of the ladder explodes, and Harry falls and fractures his spine.
Breaks his spine. Yep.
And then
this is one of my favorite scenes of the book, though. This is one of the best scenes. I don't know. I love this scene so much. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Not because he breaks his back, but what happens immediately after. Sorry, go ahead. It's so
right.
Good.
Well, Yes, I mean Sonya Deus Ex Machina comes in.
And just Marsden's Sonya. He's like, yes. Like, and Sonya's just like hanging. You can see him hanging on the ladder, going, "I got you, buddy."
Yep,
it's so good.
Yeah, he comes in. Harry's like, the neighbor's up on the top floor. So Sonya goes up, gets them. They, saves them. And then they, basically, they leave before the police can get there because obviously, Harry doesn't need any more attention. So
Harry can't feel his leg.
What's that?
Yep.
Harry can't feel his leg.
And Harry can't feel his legs. Yep.
Yeah, he is officially as hurt as he's ever been in the series.
He has officially destroyed his body.
Cool. Yep. So I assume that Sonya carried him to the car. Crutch is not going to be working for him.
Yeah.
Yep. No, he's completely fucked. They got him. Yeah. He's fucked.
Yep. He wakes up. When he wakes, where do they go from here, Nathan? You go straight. They go to St. Mary's, right?
St. Mary's. Yeah, they head to St. Mary's. And Harry's kind of coming out of his daze. He's reflecting on all that's going on. Knows he can't move at all.
He's in the dark. He's in the dark with a note posted right in front of him, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What did the note say?
Basically, don't move. We'll come check on you. You're restrained.
That's right.
Don't try to move. Someone will check on you here shortly.
Yep. So they come in, they check on him, finds out that everything was destroyed. All this stuff is gone, including his back. And then
so bad. It's so bad. Harry's life's just fucked. This book has fucking killed him. It's just destroyed him.
And at this point, we still have 20 chapters to go. We're only like 2/3 of the way into this book, and we're like, okay, our hero cannot move.
His job is gone. His house is gone. His body is dead. His body is all but used and spent.
The FBI's after him. He's in quite a bit of trouble.
And he has no idea what to do to save his daughter.
Yeah.
Well, he knows that so at this stage he knows that. Does he know where she's going?
Yeah. They know the location. That's about it. That's all they got.
Yeah. So he knows that they're getting taken to the center of power, Chichen Itza, which that's another thing that makes this book amazing, by the way. Like the location, truly.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why the TV show great place to finish.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, the more and more we talk about just this book concreted in my mind that this was a very smart choice for a TV series doing this.
Yeah, I agree. But it has to have more to it than that. Like it has to have
it's got to have the whole thing. 100%.
Got to be set.
This should be the last. These should be the last scenes of the last season, right? Yeah. This is the third season. Mm-hmm. This is what we should be getting from House of the Dragon, episode 8. Right. This cheats and needs of the siege.
Yeah. And then you could do correct, by the way. Agreed. You could do you could even I don't know, you could do another series after this of events between here and then the final sort of 3.
If it was popular, you just go into white court shit or you do that black court shit or something.
Yeah.
But that's the hard part is again not making it all a vampire thing because vampires
that's what you could do. But Steve, that's what you could do there, right? Because we might as well talk about this now. But after this, if it's successful, you could go, okay, cool. Now what are the other enemy elements of that in Harry's life? Let's do a through line for the Denarians, right? Let's do a through line for the White Court series. And you could do.
I would introduce the Denarians first, and then you could work the White Court into the Denarian storyline because
you wouldn't want to go vampire to vampire.
Because if we go vampire to vampire, it becomes a vampire series, and you don't want it to be a vampire series. The Denarians is a good place. You could even introduce Nicodemus could show up doing something in the series, so you know who he is, and then.
Yeah, well, you go back and do those books, right? You sort of cherry pick out, anyway. But then you're not doing it all the same. People are going to get mad because you're not doing book to book. But
the hard part of all that is getting the swords involved in Chichen Itza without having the whole
that's going to be that's going to be an issue. That's why you have to almost do that. You almost have to have like an entry for.
You almost have to do. Oh gosh, which books is it where Shiro dies? The Shiro dies book. You almost have to do that.
That's 6 with Nicodemus.
That's blood rights. So you almost have to do blood rights because you gotta have Harry. I don't know. Maybe they write Michael Carpenter into this so he's there.
Well, you can have you'll have Michael Carpenter in the first season.
Well, I'm just saying because Amarakius ends up in Susan's hands in this, but
because you can't actually. You're right, Steve. You can't.
You don't have to have Susan have Amarakius. You can have it be Michael. Like I think that's you can just bring Michael into the siege and she needs to not change too much. I think personally, and have Susan do Phinelochius because you've lost Shiro in a previous season or something, right? I don't know.
You have to do the swords before you do this.
You have to overcome why he's got the both swords, or just have Michael.
And you've got to know what they do, how they work, what they are.
Yeah, so you can almost do a first season, Red Court, and then second season you work in the blood rights stuff, so you get the fall of Shiro.
So you could do that. You could do like the backdrop of why the tension exists between Harry and the Red Court, like so.
Because the swords are a big part of the whole vampire storyline too. The swords of faith are a big foil to the vampires. So
they are. So you could kind of do the backstory, I guess, the Bianca and stuff like with season 1, and then you do maybe get into the Bloodlight stuff for season 2, and then season 3.
Yeah, because Death Mass. I mean, you could mix Dead Mass and Blood Rights, maybe put them together.
Yeah, I think so.
What I was about to say.
Yeah, I think you could too.
Yeah.
10 we should do this. Just get onto Jim's agent.
10 episode seasons. 10 episode seasons, and it'll be fine. Like we could get it all in there.
I think so.
Yeah. I think you'll probably do it with 8, but as long as they're hour-long episodes, and it's smartly written, I think you could. Yeah.
I think you can too. I mean, the books they have natural jump-off points for ending.
They do. Yeah. Well, you can do a season of television for every book, but it just that's not how things work. So I think
you do have.
I think you combine death rights and blood rights, and Death Mass and blood rights to get the swords into the storyline. And they're doing the Red Court storyline, Josh, from what we know.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like you got to introduce the Denarians and you got to introduce the swords. And I think it's one of those changes. It would be a major change. But I don't think you retire Michael in the first 3 seasons. I think you go back to that. So I think maybe a minor change instead of having Susan with the sword, you have Michael involved in the siege. Maybe I don't know. The people might see that as a big change, but I don't really.
They're probably going to drop that. They're probably going to drop. Yeah, could you drop the swords, right? If you don't,
the swords are such a major scene in the siege. There's no way they drop the swords with what happens with Murphy. That is such a powerful woman moment too. If you want to make it that, just her fucking destroying thing. Like I don't know, dropping the swords would be such a mistake. Ugh.
She's possessed by an archangel at that point, right? So
she is. Oh yeah.
They probably won't be making that clear.
And how you handle too the time jumps between these there's a lot of activity that happens between books 3 and 5 and then 5 and 12, and so like if Maggie's 6 or 7 years old at this point, do you rewrite it and say, well, Maggie's only a year old at this point? I
don't know. It's very interesting. I'll be very curious to see how they do it.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see, man.
Because there's many ways they can do it. We'll see what they choose. And I hope they don't. This is going to be one of those where trust in Jim sort of things. I think removing the swords would be a huge mistake.
I think they'll drop the swords. I'm going to be honest, man. I think they'll drop.
I think you're probably right, but God, what a mistake. In my opinion, I think you're right, but we'll see. We'll see. But sorry, where were we at? Sorry, we got about.
All right.
Sorry, totally tangent.
No. I love that shit. That's fun as hell. Like I can't wait to see what they do.
I can't. I hope it's going to be amazing.
I hope it's
even if they do that, it's still going to be amazing.
I hope right. I hope it's amazing. If Jim's involved, I have trust. We'll see. Hopefully it just goes well. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So Harry at this point he summons Uriel.
Oh, that's right.
They have a discussion. Harry kind of gets pissed off at Uriel. Uriel's like, I've already exceeded my boundaries. I can't do anything else. I can't heal your back. He says, but Harry, you are your daughter's only hope. And I would strongly advise you to reflect on Odin's words. And so Harry's like, yeah, thanks for nothing. Yeah, he's pretty pissed. And then he does what he sees his last option and summons Mab. And so now Harry then is transplanted spiritually to the Table of Stone from book 4.
Yep, and he's basically like, okay, you can say I told you so. Yeah. Yep.
This is Leah. She at some point in this, I think it's in this chapter, she's like, I told you, don't be caught around the stable around her. I warned you. But he's there, and Mab is speaking through her, actually, through Leah. And Harry accepts the terms to be the Winter Knight. And his first instruction in order for Mab to accept him as Winter Knight is he has to kill the current Winter Knight. And in comes Slade, who we saw briefly and proven guilty. Mm-hmm. And he was a husk. We saw him briefly in another book where he begged Harry to kill him, I think.
Yep.
Because I think before that was his the last one that he was in, was that like the one where he played a significant role? Was that Full Moon or was that Summer? No, it was Summer Night.
Must have been Summer Night because the last time we saw him, he was begging Harry to just please fucking kill me.
Yeah. So a legitimate 10 years of pure torture, being basically put to the edge of death. Okay. Yeah, resuscitated, to full health, put back to death, resuscitate. I mean,
it sounds like Mab got bored of that and just decided, fuck it, I'll just try different things now. Fuck that, I got bored.
Yeah,
it's like holy.
Yeah. It was. He was the White Court lab rat, Winter Knight. So, and even then, he's just kind of like, kill me. He's looking forward to this.
And I was sort of, I don't know. I found it a little bit weird that Harry was so hesitant to kill him. I mean, yeah, he's taking human life, but obviously not. Like he's fucking gone.
Yeah, there's an element of it where this actually would end up tugging on the mercy side.
Mm-hmm. It's completely a mercy. It's complete at this point. It's completely a mercy, and it's like I could see him more being like, "Does he deserve mercy? Should I put him out?" But it's just like,
right?
He struggled with the killing a human being thing, and it's just like, this is Lloyd Slate. This guy is fucking horrible, and not only is he horrible, he has been tortured now for years. His brain is not in there anymore.
No, he is absolutely donezo, and
so I felt it was a little odd that he struggled so much with killing him, because he's just not there, and he knows it.
Yeah,
and it's not like Harry's never killed. It's like he attributes it for some reason. He attributes putting Slate out of his misery as murdering in cold blood is just like, I'm not sure why you think of it. You've killed people before, Harry. This is no different, in my opinion. This is
I think this kind of comes at a moment where he is, his mental faculties are kind of on a cool end of things on the spectrum at the moment.
Fair enough.
So that may have something to do with it. He's
fair enough.
So I mean, he wrestles with it, but then at the end of it, he cuts his throat. The blood spills all over the table. Right, and before he cuts his throat, Mab heals his body. Then he cuts his throat, and then Harry gets claimed by Mab. Before he's basically kind of saved from the scene by Butters and a defibrillator. So Butters is a hero here.
Always. Butters is always a hero.
Yeah, always, because Polka will never die. And so, Harry negotiates with Molly, basically, I'm fine, let me get up. She gives the okay, and then somebody comes through the door and shoots Butters. And then, and basically, Harry just kind of freezes him, hits him with some magic, he freezes the gun's hammer so he can't get off another shot, because his goal, the guy's goal, was to shoot Harry. Harry stops that. Butters was wearing a vest, so he's that's a serious question.
I don't know. Some people like Sonya.
Oh, I like Sonya, and I love Shiro.
I like Sonya a lot, but it's hard to beat Michael. But hey,
to be honest, Shiro's my second place. Between
I hadn't put up a poll in a while. I feel like I need to put a poll up. So, and best girl needed a break. Black Kane isn't here for his. Black Kane isn't here for his. Lead.
Seriously. Yeah. So.
Sorry, where were we
here? Okay, so as he as that gunman came through and shot Butters, he also broke Fort Hill's jaw.
And tough old bastard.
Yep. And then Fort Hill tells Harry about the Red Court activity that's going on at Chichen Itza. And that he has a safe haven down there with one of the local parishes. So he can meet there. And then Harry and Sonya go to interrogate the hitman. And the hitman says, I was hired by Susan.
Oh, well, we sort of glazed over the whole, was I busy making did you talk about the Lananchi basically being let loose in Harry? Mab telling the Lananchi that she's to help Harry finish his quest.
She can indulge herself.
And she can indulge herself.
Is that at this point where she says that?
I thought it was right after the table mating. I thought it was right after the winter night ritual. She tells the Lananchi to go wild and help him because she wants her winter night.
Well, no. That's not quite yet, because he was pulled out of that situation by Butters with the defibrillator.
Okay.
So I think it's later because, when they're getting ready for the travel is when I think that discussion happens.
Does it?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I guess it's not important.
Nah, he must. He had this conversation with actually I'm not,
because you're right, it has to be because Mab's screwing the brains out of Harry, his heart stops, he becomes Winter Knight, revives him, and then he's back in his body.
Yeah.
So I think
much of it either.
Yeah. So I think you're right. When maybe when they get the limo, she tells him that Mab said I can indulge myself. Maybe that's what happened. You could be right. My bad. Yeah. I got those mixed up.
Okay. So the hitman says Susan hired him, and he's like, "Oh, this doesn't add up." So he and Sonia go for pizza, and Harry summons Toot Toot, the Pizza Lord, or the
Toot Toot Minimus. There's all Lord of what general and whatever of the pizza nights or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Goodness, that would be awesome if he got included into the series. But anyway,
yeah,
it has to be included. If you don't include two, you got no brain. You got nothing.
You got it. It's too fun. Come on.
Yeah. Well, the question is he in the
little sparrow zipping around with the bottle cap on his head and a little pin for a sword? Come on, bro.
I know.
That's as good as it gets.
You do have to incorporate some of this butcher humor, right?
Well, also, yes. He's now fully Team Winter. He's like, why are you wearing these colors? Like, oh,
yeah,
we saw all of Winter saw Harry. All of Winter, all of Fairy knows. We saw. She televised that shit.
In every what does he say? He says in every pond, in every glass surface, in every every eye reflection.
Yep. So Harry's secret is immediately busted out by Toot Toot. He probably didn't want to let Murph or Sonia know, but
hey, Sonia says it's like, if I gotta push it down, man.
Yeah.
Love you, bro, but I'll put your ass down. Don't worry.
Yep. Exactly.
And I think doesn't Harry sort of take that as like he's like, okay, he finds comfort in that. It's like if I'm at the point that I'm fucking gone, I want you to do it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So Toot Toot gets summoned. He gives up the ghost on that stuff. Sonia is not in judgment of Harry. He kind of actually respects that because he kind of has a thing for Mab too in a weird twisted way.
How good is Sonia in this, man?
Sonia's badass.
You tapped that?
You tapped that?
That's right.
I forgot about it. You, Sonia.
Man.
No,
so he sends Toot Toot to go find Susan and Martin, and Toot Toot comes back and says, "Yeah, they were captured."
Almost immediately, and Sonia's just like, "That was fucking." He's like, "Yeah, don't underestimate the little people. Fucking everybody does."
Yep. So Toot Toot leads them away, and they find out that the FBI has her. So Harry just goes in to talk with Tilly. Murphy is there. And at this point now, Tilly is starting to get really suspicious of Harry because the house burning down, the office blowing up. But Murphy and Harry fill Tilly in on the supernatural stuff, but he's not really believing it a whole lot.
Well, he gets Murphy in on this as well, right? Because Tilly has this relationship with Murphy. We've talked about this already, have we?
No, not too much.
Okay, so Murphy has this Tilly has like a prior relationship with Murphy. He respects her. He knows that she's like
highly respects her. Yes,
she's straight led. She's not full of shit. She knows what she's talking about. She's a good cop. And Murphy just says to him, takes him back to like the Loop Guru video or whatever, where he's like, yeah, the actor that they had playing you was like really good in that. Man. She's like, bro, that was actually that happened.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's straight fucked her up.
Like, on one hand, Tilly's got this like Dresden's telling him, that vampires stole my kid.
Yep.
And he's like, okay, this guy's crazy. And Murphy's like, yeah, but he's actually not. And Tilly's like, trying to work this out. He's like, I don't know. I know she's not full of shit. I don't know this guy from a bar of soap, but my lie detector tells me that he's not lying. And I know Murphy's not lying. I know that she's like on the level.
She believes it, even though she believes it, even though if she shouldn't, right? That's when he tells Susan to tell him everything, right?
Yeah. He gives him a note.
Gives him a note. to see if it lines up.
Yep. So Tilly takes the note to her, and then Harry then says, "Hey, Murphy, you're the executor of my will."
Yeah.
So how's that for a fucking bomb right there?
Mm-hmm.
And then Rudolph walks in, starts threatening them both, and then the lights go out, and we know that the Red Court is attacking because Rudolph starts instantly having anal leakage because his name's Rudolph. So they make their way out of the interrogation room. All the screaming's going on, and
well, it's funny because Tilly is mid-interrogation of Susan. Susan's busy telling him everything. They go in and like, I forget, Susan makes some quip at Harry, and he's like, well, we got to get the fuck out of here. And Susan just rips the table leg off and like tests it for bounds. Like, okay, that'll work. And Tilly's like, what the fuck? Because like, what the fuck is happening?
Yep.
But then he gets his faculties back right immediately. He impresses Harry because he takes a minute to go, what the fuck? And then he gets himself together. It's like, okay, we got to move. And Harry's like, shit, okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then Harry says, okay, everybody except for me and Susan go that way. And he and Susan are off in the other direction because he knows that that's the best way to protect everybody else. Because they're after him and Susan. So
it's the ick, right? Isn't that?
The ick is there. The Eves are there.
They're all it's a bunch. It's a full-on assault.
Yeah, they're hot on the trail, and so Harry says that he and Susan are going to go into the Never Never.
It's actually quite. It's not just the Eves and the ick. There's other Red Courts. They just went full frontal assault. Yeah.
So they open the way into the Never Never, and make their escape. And then all of a sudden now they're encountering goblins.
Well, the Eves follow them too, right? They follow them in, and then all of a sudden they see a bunch of little tiny red eyes, and Harry's like, "Oh, fucking don't move! Don't fucking move!"
Because they are in the middle of a feast being hosted by the Earl King, whom has a vendetta against Harry.
Still the best. It's so good.
It is so good.
Well, and then the Eves come crashing in after them, and fucking the goblins like fucking kill most of them immediately. And Susan's like, "Oh, wow, we're fucked."
But Harry thinks quick on his feet in the discussion that he and the Earl King are having. Harry twists the Earl King's words real quick and finagles his way to have guest rights.
Yep.
And then the Eves counter that claim, saying it was not made in honesty, and so we now have to have a fight to prove whose claims are just. And so Harry and Susan have to fight representatives from their group, which happens to be a separate vampire and the Ick, who that last time the Ick ran into Harry, almost fucked him up as bad as he's ever been before he broke his back.
But now he's a fucking knight, brah.
Yep. So the Earl King's like, okay, yeah, fight. We're gonna have a duel and see who's right. And the vampires pretty much dispatched extremely fast. I think was it Harry or Susan takes care of him quick. I can't remember who.
I think Harry does because he goes to try and hide behind the Ick, and like Harry notices this and just like just like does something and kills him. Yeah,
Harry's real fast in because Susan goes after the Ick. She actually injures it before the Ick then fucks her up.
Bats her away like a fly.
Yeah, knocks her completely out of the battle. So eventually, then the Ick now engages Harry. He ends up getting an advantage over Harry before Harry then opens the door to the Never Never back into the FBI, and kills the Ick with tumbling rocks from all the destruction that's happened at the FBI place, and and ends up winning the day. And then Harry saves Susan by giving a little bit of his blood to her.
Well, and the Eves started to cheat. Did they try to flee or try to start cheating because they saw the Ick was starting to lose? They tried to flee, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They tried to get away. Earl King was like, nope, you guys lost.
You guys are fucked.
Yep.
Yeah, gives her a little of the blood. Yeah, that was a crazy scene. My favorite part that was so good. So he's giving her blood, and you can see she starts, and he just punches her in the face. Like, get a hold of yourself, Susan. She's like, okay, I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
so the Earl King, the Earl King lets
that
them.
Scene is just awesome. The idea, just the idea, to like plunge into the never, somewhere where he doesn't know, and to land in the Earl King's.
The Earl King's sanctum is parallel to the police station in Chicago. Is that crazy? That's like a crazy thought to me. That's a little weird.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah,
it's so good.
And then how he dispatches the Ick, just like, oh, here comes some tumbling rocks from Earth. You're
and
done.
It's cool to see. We see Harry like at the heart of his power as the Winter Knight, starting to sort of grasp some of the power that's at his fingertips. Starting to get a hold of it and like doing some cool shit. Like when he laces the things together, like adds in his Soulfire with his wintry stuff. It's damn cool, man. It's like Magic Sub-Zero. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, he's and he learns it quickly. I mean, because it's just he's innately talented anyway. It's just like it's like the super uber musician who's never played a trumpet before can pick it up and is in a week's time is playing the most complicated shit you've ever heard. It's just, that's Harry for you. So the Earl King lets them go. They get back, they're like, oh shit, we were gone too long, the time difference, we're not going to make it. And she says no.
They lost time, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. They lost a bunch of time, but Susan says to him, no, we're looking at time by the stars, not by clock. So we've still got time to get to
because of the ritual,
to Chichen Itza. So
they have the so this is the limo ride where right? Yeah.
Yep. So Harry's godmother shows up and takes them to St. Mary's. She equips them exactly like a fairy godmother does.
Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks they look ridiculous.
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
It's awesome.
So they meet Murphy, Thomas, Martin, Sonia, Mouse, and Molly.
They better do this in the show, by the way. They better have Harry rock up for this fight wearing full
Well, that's why I have trouble with them not introducing the swords, because the scene is so powerful. With him showing up, they all sort of get a giggle, but know they're about to go headlong into what should be their deaths. And Harry starts handing out the swords of fucking faith, right? And Murphy's just like, I don't want it. And he's like, just take it up for my daughter, and then you can put it down, right? And then it's just, I don't know,
Well, you use Amarachius out of love for my daughter. You use the sword of faith.
Well, she's using he gives him Phenolachius. Susan gets
that's right. Because Susan gets Amarachius.
Yeah, she gets the sword of love. She gives the sword of hope. She gives the sword of hope to Murphy.
That's right. Yeah. So, so they make their way. We get all this tactical discussion, which ends up going for naught for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Immediately goes tits up, and Sonia's like, so back to frontal assault. Just the way I like it.
Yep. McCoy, while they're in there, he calls Harry. He's pissed because he missed the meeting at Toronto. Harry's like, dude, I can't join you because of my goal. what I'm doing, and then he lets McCoy know that it's his daughter, and McCoy's like, oh, Hoss, fucking love McCoy. And he says, okay, well, just so you know, this is where McCoy's the one that lets him know there was a disease loose at Edinburgh and that we're infecting a bunch of people.
Right.
That's why the council's in bad shape. And then after the call, Harry reassures everybody that Leah is actually here to help. And then he opens a gateway to the ways to make their way to Chichen Itza. Fuck. This ending is so fucking unreal.
It's crazy. Well, it's funny because so this is where they get there and everything goes. They're okay. It's like, okay, we're gonna do this, and that, and immediately it's fucked.
Just goes to shit.
Well, yeah. First you get the part where Leah turns them all into hounds to make up the distance. One. Yeah,
which is so funny. And Mouse talks.
Like, and Mouse is like, bitch.
Mouse is talking. Yeah,
Mouse is like, you bitch. What did you do? And she's like, oh, they're beautiful. She's like, you better fucking turn them back, you bitch. And Harry's just sort of like in dog form going.
Harry's like, dog talk.
Yep.
Which he should have known.
Actually. He should have known. He should. Well, I mean, he knows his word of mouse, but he treats him like a
He's a smart boy.
Yeah. But then make the distance in like no time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, in no time at all, and then all of a sudden, some guy who's basically prey for the vampires comes jumping through the woods, and he's followed by a vampire, and they kill the vampire, but not before he can send out an alert to everybody that, hey, we got extra fruit here for anybody who wants to eat.
We forgot to mention that, like, whatever happened on the while the dog merged, while the shape shifting happened, stay while the shape shifting happened.
What happened? What happens in Chichen Itza stays in Chichen Itza?
No, when Mouse threatened Leah that he was gonna eat her if she didn't turn them back to humans, right? They were walking around sniffing each other's butts and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then Harry's like, whatever happened, we never mentioned this again, any of us ever.
Oh my goodness.
And it was another little flag post in the ground for like Mouse is like super powerful, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he talks to here. Leah's like, you have no power. What are you talking about? You're away from your center of power, your base of power. And he's like, I live with a wizard. I cheat. And then he starts like glowing and shit. And she's like, and he starts growling, and like the ground starts earthquaking around him in like a.
Well, doesn't Leah say something like, how did he find you? And he's like, I found him.
Yeah,
or
I found him. Yeah. I won him. Didn't he say I won him? I think that's what he said.
Yeah. Or something like, how did he win you? And he's like, I won him. And
which is really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gotta love it. So now they're going direct assault after they killed that one vamp, and Harry just basically opens up the fucking salvo by using magic that he doesn't know really how to use a whole lot, and just fucking opens earth on them. Using ley lines, so he puts his hand down on the ground and just fucking sends earth magic at, and anvil smashes basically 100 vampires.
Yeah, which he's bad at, right? We know that Harry's bad at earth magic.
Yeah, I think this might be the first time we've seen him use earth magic because
I think so.
Well, besides for burying the shit in Fairy, I mean, he used earth magic to open that hole in Fairy.
Oh yeah,
but that doesn't really count, right?
Not really.
Yeah. Well, then he can't do it again. He can't do it again. Like, because Molly's like, hey, how about you just do that thing you just did again? Because the second attack, they're all sort of under veils. He's like, I can't. Oh, and this is where Leah peaks an interest in Molly, because Molly is able to basically counter all their veils like within like 5 minutes, like a few minutes. She's just like, like Carrie's just like she's like Padawan, get to it, and she's like, okay, and she just like unveils all of them, and she's like, holy, like Leah's like, wow, that was fucking that was good.
The amount of magic revelation that people have here, like obviously particularly with Harry and Harry, Molly, and Ebenezer. You're just
it
like,
goes up,
dude. This is
Ebenezer. Well, we're about to see Ebenezer disappear like 1,000 people in a second.
Yes. Yeah.
And Harry's just like, Ebenezer is like, my grandfather just killed 1,000 people.
Yep.
In a blink of the eye. It's like, I knew he could kill, but holy shit.
Yeah, that's it. That's what he says, right? You know.
Yeah.
I know it's one thing to know someone's the Black Staff. It's another thing to see what that actually looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's different.
Yeah. So, and as they're fighting, he's calling out Ariana as a coward, and then there's like the battle kind of subsides, and there's a lull in the battle, and this priestess comes out and invites them to meet with the Red Court King.
Right.
And so they're encompassed by a whole bunch of Red Court vampires and their soldiers, and Harry sees the king alone, and then boldly demands from him to fight.
Ariana.
Fight Ariana.
Right. I almost forgot about that.
And,
yeah.
And in this conversation, though, he notices that basically the king is a junkie. And that the king has no interest in stopping the war, like Ariana said she wants. He wants it to keep going because he's hooked on the blood.
Which the whole culture of the Red Court is predicated on them controlling this urge of remaining decorum, right?
But we find so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm jumping out, but we find out that's just him playing 4D chess against the other Reds, don't we? Like, I think I'm pretty sure, like, because he regains composure himself immediately after Ariana's dead, and notates that she was going above her station. Like, I think he was playing them. That I don't think he really had a blood. I don't think he really wasn't.
You don't think?
I don't think he really had. I don't really think he had the problem. That I think it was fake. Because Ariana's crew was making it. So I don't know. So that I sort of took after Ariana died, the Red King's demeanor completely changed, and basically was like, "Thank you." She was overreaching, and I hate to have to do that to my own children, but oh well. She was dear to me, but she played her hand, and I had she had to be put down, right? I sort of took it as I thought the whole junkie thing was a play. That could be me making it up, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't say it that way, man. I'm not sure what is everyone thinking that
it's an interesting thought.
It could go either way. I don't know. It could just have been me, because I felt like the Red King just sort of changed after Ariana died. Like everything was like, oh, good, that problem solved. I can go back to business. Right, I thought it was sort of.
It could also be because like he thinks that she's the only one that's worked out that he has this problem.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's how
I keep flipping back and forth to. I'm glad she's gone because she figured out I had the problem, or I faked the problem to see what she would do.
Yeah.
So I
too big for bitches.
Right. So
it could be like the antithesis of the example of the White King,
right?
Where he did have an addiction,
right? But I'm saying, but I don't. I think the Red. It felt. I don't know. I could just be making it up, but it felt like the whole addiction, the blood addiction thing. He was playing it up to bait Ariana.
Okay, I guess that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if anybody's still in chat. If anybody who read it recently, I don't know. It just sort of because I didn't think that before. It just sort of dawned on me when we're reading this. The Red King has changed. His everything. His everything changed in the way he was presenting himself almost immediately.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I could just be thinking too much. I'm not sure.
Well,
you can also be right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe next time we interview Jim.
Yeah, true. That's a great question. That would be a great question to have for him.
Yeah. So the let's see here. Yeah, so the king agrees. He shows Maggie to Harry, and Harry's rage just builds up, and he sets himself to fight Ariana. And as the king kind of steps away, he tells Maggie that he's going to get her out. And the king, this entire time, by the way, is communicating not directly with Harry. He's using his little priestess to talk to him. And she says that Maggie will be unharmed during the fight. And then Bob kind of, vocalizes through the bag that Harry's carrying that this spell is locked and loaded. But the trigger is all that's needed, but it can be anybody, to make that target. So if it's not going to be Maggie's blood, you can use somebody else's blood to make the trigger execute and kill everybody in a bloodline. So that, that gets wheels thinking here. And then, so then we come to, where was I? There we go. So Harry then battles Ariana.
Before Harry battles Ariana, the Red King, through his surrogate, sets the terms for the fight, right, for the Code Duello. And the terms are advantageous to Harry. There's no two ways about it. It's like straight up. As soon as he starts to set the terms, it's obvious that he's giving Harry the best chance possible to knock off.
Oh, because it's strictly a magic duel, right?
Strictly a magic fight. All that sort of stuff. Which I can't remember why. I can't remember the justification for it, but it's obvious that he was setting Harry up to succeed right from then. So which I think Harry says to Ariana when she's like, "I'm going to enjoy ripping your heart out" or whatever. And Harry's like, have a look at the rules, mate.
Well, because I think that's just the trap is sprung. The Red King wants her to, she's overreached. This is where I think this is the him, his plan of acting like he's a junkie is sort of, haha, you're in my net.
Yeah.
It could be that, but also it could be that. It could be that, yeah. But also it could be she's on to me, I've got to get rid of her.
Right. That's kind of where I'm with it, because it's like, okay, she's making all these moves. She's going to the White Council, making all these grandiose things, and it's time to put her down. So I'm going to give Harry the advantage here. While at the same time I'm going, God damn, like good old Clayton Bigsby from the comedy show. My memory fucking sucks.
Stop drinking that stuff, man.
No, this is what gets me by, man. Anyway,
you don't need those brain cells anyway. Nate.
Chappelle Show, that's what it was. The guy who was addicted to crack. So anyway, now that I had to explain that joke.
So Fadian, I asked Grok, and it's inconclusive. There is a current current argument for exactly what I said. So the book pretext is that he's addicted. but there is discussion that he was not, and he was using that to make people think that it was losing it. So it's up for discussion. There's no concrete one way or the other.
Perfect.
So, yay! That's the best. Those are the best. Good old theory. Good old theory crafting. I love it.
Good old choose your adventure.
Those are the best. No, I think I'm serious. That's the best part of this stuff. Is having your stance and arguing one way or the other. So, sorry, I'll stop interrupting. We're running out of time.
so the fight begins. Ariana doesn't tell him why, because she wants him to die in confusion, but she's like, this was never about you. And then Harry basically like creates this steam and hides in it and turns a lot of it into ice spears. And I know the fight's a lot more involved than this, but he just turns them into ice spears and fucking skewers Harry before he then comes in the heads.
I think the thing we have to mention, the funny thing too, is that Harry he figures out she's using her super speed to get behind him. He takes a quick blow, but then he fucking does his cloud. He hides in it, and he's amazed because she's trying to do the exact same thing. And he's like, "Is she trying to do the exact same move? Like, is she dumb?" It's like because it's like I have all this. You don't predictability is your death in a duel. And that's exactly what happened. Is she tried to get behind him? He figured it out, and she just fucking threw a bunch of ice lances at her.
She ate a spear in the guts for her trouble.
Yeah, he was just astonished. She's like, she's really doing the same thing again, huh? It's
talking about, but you're talking about. It's a good indicator, right? Like you're talking about a being that's like thousands of years old that's killed God knows how many people. By relying on her super senses being faster and stronger than everything else on the planet, and that's just normal for her. That's just like, this is what I'm going to do, and it's like it's over. He can't stop me. So,
100%.
Yep,
he can. Yeah. It was a cool fight too. Like it's a sick way for her to go. It's a sick way for her.
Yeah, very definitive. I enjoyed it. And so. At that point, the king then betrays Harry, even though he didn't harm Maggie during the battle. He also declares that he never said anything. He never gave any promises to Harry. So Harry was basically assuming that it was him talking through the priestess. So, Salty, you're back in the chat. You may want to get the fuck out because we are going through the end of this book, and this is not something you want spoiled.
No, you don't.
You seriously want to jump out, dude. This is fucking crazy. Yeah. Good man.
Also, that question was interesting in the poll. The coolest knight. I mean, Michael is not the coolest knight. He's the best. He's the best character. But the coolest knight.
So are you the Sonya vote?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. That's what Salty was talking about.
Okay. Yeah, coolest. Okay. I can get with that argument.
Yeah, so Sonya has to be the coolest knight.
Yeah. If Shiro had more book time, he might have been, but
that's true, but Sonya's an atheist who like is a knight of the cross. Like that's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he even says something like that to Murphy he's like, yeah, if God's there, sure, you may watch it. I forget exactly the line, but he said, if God's real, he'll help us or something. I forgot exactly what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So now the battle begins again and rages. And Harry releases Bob to assist. Bob
has already done this thing. So the Red King and his like minions are doing the will thing, trying to crush him with the will. And so Bob has like, because it's a spiritual attack, Harry was like, Bob can handle this because he is the spirit. He's the spirit. And so Bob has been giving them protection from the mental stuff, so it's not as oppressive. And then what does he do? He tells Bob to go with Murphy, right? Yeah, does he do that? Yeah, and Bob makes a halo.
Yeah,
Bob makes a halo around Murphy.
Is this when Murphy? When the halo goes on is when the art is that when the Archangel goes?
Murphy starts spouting.
I was like, and Murphy's like going like you can see her eyes darting around. Is the Archangel? You shall pay for. It's like holy shit! It's like oh my god! It's fucking on.
She eyeballs the Red King, doesn't she? And false god, and she like dead set.
It was fucking amazing. It's like it's on. It's like holy shit. It's like there's a WWE fucking like let's go, motherfucker.
Yep.
It's so cool.
It's a great battle. I mean, she goes in, she starts fucking taking people out, and you're just like, oh, Murphy, hell yeah.
That's it. And Harry grabs a sword from the ground, and him and Sonny just trying to keep up with Murphy, but she cuts her way through like hundreds of thousands of vampires.
Yeah, that's right. She is like definitely the vanguard, isn't she? She's yelling all sorts of vengeance upon the Red Court for the centuries of battle, and the kings and the lords of the outer dark they're setting up something. So Harry then calls on Leah, who opens a gate that shoots out his staff, and so he it brings in everybody else. So the Grey Cloaks show up.
She sends up the bat signal, right, with the green emerald.
That's right.
Fire, and then the Grey Cloaks turn up, and this is what this is what it was about, right? So like Ebenezer turning up here is like, man, it's like that scene from Avengers in Endgame when Thor comes back through the Rainbow Bridge and like just destroys all the fucking
and then you get and he shows up, and then you get another fucking line. It's like, remember Archangel, and just go fucking crazy. Yeah. It's like holy shit! It's like we get the Murphy one, and then we get Ebenezer. Remember Archangel, and you're like, oh man,
we don't even know what that means, but like
Archangel's their stronghold that the Red King took out at the beginning of the World War. Took out the High Council.
Oh, Simon, what's his
castle?
That's right.
Yeah, they took down Archangel Castle. So that was the biggest blow to the White Court, I guess, in history. Right? They took out a whole bunch of people at Archangel. Yeah. So it's like, remember Arch. It's like, holy shit, they're here to revenge the White Council. Yep. It's fucking going down.
And then right. Good. Green lightning just destroys everything. And so Ebenezer is here, right? Like, you know how like he changes when Harry tells him through the speaking stone that that's my kid or whatever. Ebenezer knows like immediately that means that he's the one with his head on the chopping block. So yeah, it's really cool that the Grey Cloaks turned up, and I love it from Harry's. Like, Harry gets really emotional because he's like, "Oh, they turned up for me." But I'm like, yeah, but also Ebenezer had no choice but to turn up.
Yeah. He gave McCoy an ultimatum without giving him an ultimatum.
Well, that's right. If he doesn't turn up, then he's dead.
Yep. So. And the whole that whole little entrance too is fucking awesome because he just hands Harry his cane.
Staff. Yeah.
And then fucking Mary Poppins pulls out his own black staff. You're like, oh shit.
Then he just crumples like thousands of vampires. Just ends their like the half-turned ones, the humans as well. They're just dead. Yep.
Yeah.
Just bang. Which this is like if you're on board with the Blackstaff is Mother Winter's walking stick fan theory, which I am. I prescribe to that. I think that's
whose.
This is a good advertisement for it, right? Like that's the kind of power that Mother Winter's walking stick is likely to have.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Have you not heard that?
The Blackstaff is Mother Winter's what?
Have you guys not heard this theory? This is my favorite Dresden theory.
No, what is it?
Yeah, the black staff that they stole the black staff from Mother Winter because she talks about it, right?
Oh,
about so much about her missing walking stick, and that the black stuff is that missing walking stick. That's what people think, and I think it's legit. This is like a scene where you go, yeah, I can see that.
With that kind of power being shown,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Okay, yeah. That's worth a thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
okay. I'm in good company.
yeah. So yeah, when he does that, that basically clears Harry's way to make a beeline for the top and get to Maggie, and so Harry, Murphy, Martin, Susan, Sonia, Molly, Mouse, and Thomas all head up. Molly at one point gets shot, so Thomas has to take her, and Harry orders Mouse to go because, the whole scene earlier. So
yeah,
those three now are out of the picture. And then so the enemy starts to kind of crowd them, and they see the Lords of the Outer Dark there. And Murphy charges in and starts doing more slicing and dicing, and he actually makes it to one of the Lords of the Outer Dark and slices his head in half, and the guy goes up in flames. Yeah, I'm like, I really want to see that.
Yeah,
be fun.
I want to see that. I want to see the Grey Cloaks turn up in flashes of green lightning. Like,
seriously, dude. That scene, if you hit that scene right, the tears will start flowing. Bro, it'd be fucking awesome.
They do when you're just listening to it. Can you imagine seeing it on TV? It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, the visuals for this book in particular just potentially amazing.
Like that. The council. There's moments, right? There's the moments like the Edinburgh council meeting, the Earl King's court. That entrance to that scene, and then there's this. Well, it's like,
yeah. So and then Sonia and Murphy basically say, okay, Harry, you go on ahead. We'll guard your rear. And you go up and deal with the king and the other lords of the Outer Dark, and get your daughter. And so he makes it up there. And at one point, Molly veils Susan, right? Is that what that? Because Susan can't be seen.
What? Sorry, what were we talking about?
Molly veils Susan before they head up to the.
No. It wasn't Molly. It was her outfit.
Molly.
It was her outfit.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's her outfit. Yeah,
that's right. And she hasn't used the sword yet until now.
Right.
She pulls out the sword, but all he sees is the sword.
Oh, she sees
and
light.
And she cuts off the king's hand, but she's again still veiled. And so this floating sword, basically just strikes fear into his heart because he's trying to make sense of all this. Mm-hmm. Why is there a floating sword? Why is my hand missing? And
he doesn't know it's a sword. He just knows that it's a light, and he's just had. And I think Harry comes to this realization, right, where he's like, why is he hesitating? Like, it doesn't. What's he afraid of? And Harry's like, oh, okay, so like Murphy's just been possessed by an archangel, and has like pronounced judgment upon the Red Court, and then cut her way through thousands of his minions to get Harry to this place right now. And now the Red King is just like has this like light that's just cut his hand off, and he's standing guard over the child. That's why he's hesitating. That's why. Yeah. Because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what it is. He just knows that something weird is going.
Yep. All right. Now, for the sake of time, unfortunately, because we're running pretty close to Steve having to cut out for work, and unfortunately, it happens here. So Martin then comes up and betrays Susan and kind of just sort of cuts her down. Veil drops, and he's there in service to the Red Court King. And you're just like, motherfucker. Like, instant hatred for Martin. Like, I was ambivalent with Martin beforehand. Now I instantly hate him, at least for the next 2 pages.
Yeah.
You know, and as this whole discussion's going on with Martin and the Red Court King, Harry's also now talking to Susan in his mind because he remembers, oh, you know what? I remember I used to have this connection with Elaine. I could talk with her telepathically. So let me see if I can try it with Susan. At the very least, push my words to her. And so he's talking to her, and then he kind of prompts her to talk to Martin, and she asks Martin if he told the Red Court about Maggie. And Martin says yes. And then she goes insane.
Ballistic, yep.
And jumps on Martin and feeds for the first time on Martin. And now she rips his throat open. She feeds on him. She is now officially the youngest Red Court vampire.
Yep.
And Harry jumps on the king, gouges his eye, and then uses fuego, as he is wont to do. And because of this, then the whole Red Court now starts making a beeline up to the top. And at this point now, Harry understands.
Well, he soul gazes Martin first.
Yes.
So as Martin's dying, he soul gazes Martin, and he sees that Martin is actually like a triple agent. So like he works Martin's for he literally sacrificed and killed his whole order and sacrificed Susan. Everything was to get Harry in the room right now with the Red King right here. And he is actually a good guy. He just will go to any length to make sure the Reds are gone.
Yep.
And it's like, holy, like the change of emotions towards Martin as being like, well, who cares about Martin too? Fuck you, Martin too. Oh shit, Martin. It's like,
right.
It's like
it's fucking malaria on a page, right?
Yeah,
you know?
It's like if you change your opinion on Martin in like 5 minutes, like 3 times.
Yep.
It's wild.
And so like he then clues in at this point. He clues in, okay, so if the spell activates here at this point in time with Maggie, it's not it's going to hit everybody. Like he starts thinking about LaFay, and he clues in, oh shit, McCoy's my grandfather. So he clues in all of that.
Yeah, he clues in that it was never about him. He was a bonus. It was about getting the Black Staff. It was about getting McCoy the whole time.
Yeah. You know, but at the same time, he understands what the task is, and the only way to resolve it is he has to sacrifice Susan on the altar.
Yeah, Martin set all this up so that Susan could turn at this moment, so that Harry.
This is all Martin's. It's right, Eldon. It's all
long.
This is all Martin's extremely long 18,000 D chess fucking game.
Yep.
Just to get Harry and Susan in the room together, so this could happen. He planned it. Well, he tried. He hoped. Yeah, I guess he did plan it all. This was his plan. Yep, this was his plan.
He did.
He sacrificed all his soul. He sacrificed everything to have Harry in the room, like right here. He set it all up. It's fucking.
And then we have possibly the most epic line of the entire series. I used the knife. I saved the child. I won the war. God help me.
Yeah, and then the world fucking changed. In the world, and then fucking the power vacuum. You talk about the power vacuum that it caused.
Man,
and just everything, just
cartels. I love how he loops the cartels in, sort of like they're run by these bloodthirsty vampires in Mexico.
Well, everybody blamed the cartels for most of it. It's like, whoa, that's sort of fucked up, but okay, I see it. It's fucking well. That's I was sort of curious because there are many lines that you can choose from this book. Like I wasn't sure which one you'd use for the intro, but it's just like there are so many of them. Like it's like, oh, okay, you went with that one. Here, I have to play this here. Let me see if it's I'll speed it up. I think this is the one.
False gods! She cried, blue eyes blazing as she stared at the Red King and the lords of Outer Night. Pretenders! Usurpers of truth! Destroyers of faith, of families, of lives, of children! For your crimes against the Mayans, against the peoples of the world, now will you answer! Your time has come! Face judgment almighty!
So good.
Face judgment almighty. And then you get fucking remember Archangel right after that. It's like, fucking Christ. So good.
Now,
so good.
This was the only one I had in mind.
Well, this is a very good one, but sorry.
I had to sub in the picture of Chichen Itza too.
We may have to do a follow-up summary because I got to leave here shortly, but nothing. So they finish. So that's how the line ends, and then we get to them reconciling.
Chapter.
And Harry goes to a boat, goes to the Beetle because his house is gone. Thomas gives him the Beetle to live in, and he gets fucking shot in the chest from about 100 yards away. By we all know who. It's like oh, that's weird. And he's just like in the water, dead, and then realizes he's not really well. I mean, he's dead.
And there are.
What's your pun before we go ahead with your pun, Kelsey? Before I gotta wrap this up.
There were some other neat little things like the Grey Cloaks. They were led there by Odin.
Yep. Odin was with them.
And Odin.
Did we leave the Odin part out?
Odin was with them. Yeah. He was in a Grey Cloak. He was with them. He opened the gate out. Odin.
Did we not mention the part where Harry goes to Odin and talks to him?
No, we did.
No, you had stepped away for a bit.
Yeah, you were gone. Yeah, but no, Odin he looks back and he sees the gleaming one eye, and then he opens the lightning gate, and it's Odin taking them out of Chichen Itza. Odin was with the Grey Cloaks. He chose a side. Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Yeah. Well, and you find out that he was taught by Merlin. Yeah. That's that's pretty sweet.
Harry and the book go out with a bang. Very good.
So Harry gets the swords back from Sonya. Yeah. And Murphy shows up and she's like, hey, I'm just probably going to go out and screw some guy in here. He's like, well, why not me? And she's like, all right, I'll be back in an hour.
That's right. And they were about to do it. Yeah, I forgot. And then he gets shot.
And McCoy told him, don't I understand why you did what you did with Mab. Just don't lose yourself to her. You always have a choice.
Yep. That was very good advice. She can't. Yeah. Which I think he follows throughout the rest of the series, but we'll get to that. But so far, we may have to do a sum up or revisit, just because unfortunately my stupid job, I have to cut it.
That's the end of the book anyway, man.
What's that?
We're at the end. That's the end of the book.
Yeah, it is. I just there's I'm sure there's more we could talk about, just because there's so much fucking happened in this book.
Well,
but
if so, we can plug that at the beginning of the next book, which is
Burrito.
Ghost Story.
Ghost Stories. I don't remember liking Ghost Stories as much as some of the other ones. I feel like we'll see this
last time we read it.
We'll have to. We haven't done it in this format, so it'll be interesting second read to see what I think. But yeah, this is Dead Harry right here. Harry is dead and helping out the spirit world and trying to.
Quite honestly, it is one of the better covers to the books too, though.
Is it?
Here lies Harry Dresden. He died alone.
Yeah, well, that's classic. So we got a lot. It answers a lot of questions. So I guess that takes care of the death curse too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the death curse.
So, but better on reread versus the first. Okay, cool. We'll see. But I'm sorry for cutting it really short and fast, but I have to get to work, and I'll hopefully we'll figure out how fast we're gonna read Ghost Stories and we'll do this again. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Sorry for cutting out so fast at the end.
Yeah, we'll have to do our ratings at the start of the next one.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yep. Thanks, guys. All right. Yep. Have a great night, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Have a good one.
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on. I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door. Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter?
I'm sorry, but all questions must be submitted in writing.
Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door, I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me? Is everyone in this house okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
You serious?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong in this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker.
You sure?